Okay. Hello. I think I've set this all up correctly. Let us begin. See? I have the music from last time. First place, here we come. It's usually this high. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we're starting again. Jesus Christ, that's all it takes, you know, to lose in this game. 2 seconds of split attention and you're done. Why is there so many wizard people? Oh my god. Julio Sanchez says, why? Why are we starting again? Because I died too quickly. Yeah, come get me, bro. You wouldn't. Heath is here dabbing. Are we all on the edge of our seats and incredibly excited for the Mushoku Tensei episode that comes out in like, I don't know, 2 hours or so? No spoilers. Type a spoiler and I'll have to delete your message. Budman is here. Hello, Ari. I'm a huge fan. I can tell because you have that little badge next to your name that means you've been a subscriber for at least 1 month. Crazy. Oh, sorry, a member, sorry. And then he's using the big brain emoji. Puni Baba says, hey Ari, no chess today? Well, Puni Baba, it seems you've missed out on a few beginnings of streams because I decided no more chess. We're done. We're swapping to Agario. Because it's like, I don't know, chess was too boring and I couldn't like look at the chat while I was actually playing. This is also pretty boring, but also I can actually do other things. Oh, there we go, and I died. And it's over anyway. Is your favorite word interesting? It absolutely is. That is your most used word in those discussion Mushoku Tensei videos. I'll tell you a little secret here, okay? Whenever I don't know what to say, I say it's interesting. So if you ever hear me say interesting, that means like there's probably a better word to put here and I could probably like ground out my position or like have a better take here, but I just haven't thought enough. So I just say it's interesting, isn't it? I let the viewer, you know, do the thinking. It's great. Damn, I miss a few streams and the stream meta has changed. Absolutely. Even the background music right now. We never had background music, you know? And we're not going to have any more because the game time is over and we only have music during the game time. Anyway. Well, now what? I guess that's it. Today I don't have anything planned just besides watching videos. The past few streams I've had a nice topic, you know? Let me have a look. What were they? No, not my videos, my live streams. This one I showed up my Minecraft world. This one reacted to the videos by my two famous orbiters, Kyle Entertainment and Jarky Bacon. Then we talked about Blind Wave. And today we have nothing. Today we have videos. Every time Kyle has some weird take, you respond with interesting. I guess interesting is also a... Well, okay, firstly, it's just such a versatile word. But also, I'll sometimes say interesting if someone says something that they think I agree with, but I don't really agree, and I don't want to say like, oh, you're incredibly dumb or something. I'll just say, oh, interesting, you know. Not that Kyle ever would have a bad take, you know. You should watch that Sherlock is garbage video. It's not like 3 hours long, or is it 2 hours long? True, Sherlock is garbage because I don't know. Actually, I don't know why. I think the go-to criticism is that. Sherlock figures stuff out and it's like impossible or something. I don't know. I truly don't know what the criticism of Sherlock is. I guess it could be some meta criticism at the fandom because I know Tumblr was like a big thing when Sherlock was airing. The BBC Sherlock? Yeah, I hope so. I guess it could be the other one. Was it not in the thumbnail? Oh my god, you're right. It might just be the other Sherlock. I have no idea. I assume it must be the famous Sherlock, right? It's actually kind of changed my mind because I went into it liking Sherlock, except the last season that was mid. I can promise you, this video will not change my mind. I don't think there's a single point they could make that would make me dislike Sherlock. I'm just curious as to see what they could dislike about it. Yeah. Anyway, H Bomber Guy also hates fun. True, but also probably not true. But also, he made probably my most hated video that exists on the internet. Where is it? Did he delete it? Surely not. Ruby is disappointing, and here's why. I just hate this. I hate it. I hate it so much. Do I have like a logical dismantling of his argument? Absolutely not. I just hate it. And I haven't even watched the full video, right? So I can't even criticize it properly. You even liked the last season? Yeah, I loved the last season. It's a lot of fun. It's like a superhero show, especially that last episode. What were those, what episodes were in the... To me, when I think of the last season, I just think of the last episode. I think the first episode of the season was probably the weakest in all of Sherlock, right? With Mary, which is like on the run or something, or hiding. That was really weak. Yeah, wait, is it the Six Thatchers? Sherlock... Oh no, that was, part of this was interesting. The Lying Detective is one of the best in all of Sherlock. And I love the Final Problem. But yeah, the Six Thatchers, I think that was really weak. Oh, it even has 7.6. Look at that. I align with the mainstream opinion. Crazy. His Last Vow is one of the greatest episodes of TV ever made. I love it. The Sign of Three is absolutely a fantastic change of pace for Sherlock. The Empty Hearse is kind of weak, but it was like a... I kind of like the, you know, the multiple resolutions they showed, or potential resolutions to the Reichenbach fall, which is one of my favorite episodes of television ever. It'd be up there with my favorite Better Call Saul episodes, Attack on Titan episodes, etc., etc. But in fairness, I haven't watched this in, I think, like 5 years, so it could change. The Hounds of Baskerville, that was fun. Not the best, but it was fun, I guess. This is where the famous meme clip of the Mind Palace came into play. Yeah, interesting. Scandal in Belgravia, another all-time great episode. And I don't remember much from season 1. I haven't seen the unaired pilot. I mean, the first episode is kind of what set the show off to the heights that it soared to, so it's probably pretty good. I don't remember anything from the Flying Banker and the Great Game. I just remember the scene at the end with Moriarty, so I don't know. Those are my entire thoughts on Sherlock. There you go. I mean, he's right. I did not like the BBC Sherlock at all. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of really bad takes on this show out there, including my own chatters. But let's see what's bad about it.
You already know who Sherlock Holmes
Actually,
is.
let me say, what do I like about it? I think it's really cool when Sherlock does smart things. It's just fun. In the same way that, like, it's fun in Death Note when, like, Light is hatching crazy plans and L is, like, figuring out and deducing things. It's a lot of fun whenever that's in any story. I like the directing. Like, one example of a really, really cool shot is, for instance, when I think it's in A Scandal in Belgravia where Sherlock is passing out because Irene Adler, like, poisoned him or something, or, like, whipped him with something. I don't know what happened, but he's basically, as he's, like, falling asleep, he's, like, sinking into a bed or something, and the bed actually appears when he is in, like, an open field. I don't know. That was really cool. There's a lot of really cool directing things like that in Sherlock. So I think the actual intrigue of the concept of the character of Sherlock with the really fun deduction scenes, combined with the really high production value, is, I think, what makes Sherlock really stand out to me. Yeah, I kind of think of it as like a superhero show, I guess. Like, I don't think it's very realistic in any way, but I think it's incredibly entertaining, which is what I like about it. Nuh-uh, I won't listen to a guy with an RGB mic. My take is immediately correct. True. You know what? I even had the option of getting a non-RGB mic, like the exact same version of this microphone, but it's only red. And I paid that extra $100, and I decided I'm getting the RGB one, so... Anyway, let's watch this.
He's one of the most famous characters in all of Western canon. He was in dozens...
Oh no, is this going to be the adaptation is bad? Like, it ruins the original? I sure hope not.
Dozens and dozens of stories by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle from 1891 to 1927. He's a pop culturally important icon and a foundational figure in the crime and mystery genres of fiction that have continued all the way to the present day. The character has been adapted and reimagined and referenced more than any other fictional character, except of course for Jesus Christ. The character's so instantly recognizable that...
What about, like... What about all the Shakespeare stuff? Surely that has, like, way more adaptations, right?
If you strap a hat and coat and pipe onto a teddy bear and put it in the window of your shop, people will come in asking how many thousands of pounds they can give you for the Sherlock bear.
3,000
Oh my god, is that him?
of pounds.
He used to have hair? That's crazy. Oh my god.
There's many direct film adaptations, including 2 fun romps made by Guy Ritchie of all people. There's a bunch of old film serials, and there's a whole bunch of famous actors who've had a turn playing him. There's multiple different television versions, an animated series set in the 22nd century where he got frozen for hundreds of years, and also Watson is a robot for some reason, and a Canadian children's TV series starring Sherlock's great-grandniece, Shirley Holmes.
That's still a canon. I can prove it.
And there's perhaps an uncountable amount of books, shows, films, and other properties directly inspired by or based on the stories and characters. One of the most obvious and best in recent history being House MD, a show I've seen all the way through multiple times, starring Hugh Laurie as Dr.
Jesus Christ. I can see why these essays are just so long. Oh my god. I mean, is right. I did not like the BBC. I read this already. Oh my god. This time I'm late. True you are. I mean, it does disrespect the source material a lot. I don't give a single iota of a shit that it if it respects the source material at all. I don't care whatsoever. No specific Shakespeare character though. What about Romeo in Romeo and Juliet? There's probably like way more adaptations of that, I would assume. Sherlock in Fate as well. That's crazy. Fate has like, that's about like historical characters or something, right? I don't know much about Fate.
House, and Robert Sean Leonard as Dr. James Wilson. Do you get it? And my goodness, we haven't even talked about the anime adaptations. Let's not do that. Then there are the 2 recent and still active television adaptations. Elementary plays out like a police procedural in tone, which is fitting because that type of story is arguably a natural descendant of the original genre, and it's set in the US, this time with Dr. Joan Watson, played by Lucy Liu, and it's pretty good. It's not as good as House, but it's a well put together show, and it's very comfy. And then there's Sherlock. Sherlock is an overproduced, overwritten, over-pissed pile of garbage, and the great...
Alright, I think we got the gist of that video. Okay. Sherlock is in Fate as well. You didn't say the same thing about Mushoku Tensei. True. You know why? Because I've read the source material for Mushoku Tensei. If I read Sherlock, I'd probably have a different opinion, but I haven't, so yeah. Alright, what's next? Kyle said this one's pretty good. The Chainsaw Man one.
This is like my second video.
I'm interested in this Berserk one, mildly so.
Recently.
What else is there? We have a long list of stuff we've been accumulating, you know? Fear of Depths. That's one that we've had for, what, like 7 months now or something? You're Not Crazy, Shonen is Changing. We need a very specific video. I think we watched this, right? Disney response to the Critical Drinker and Toxic Fandom.
Video that has a...
Alright, looks like we're doing Chainsaw Man spoilers. Potentially. By a small channel. Lemon. 377 subs. This is recommended by the great Kyle Entertainment. I agree with the dub aren't cringe video anime is. As a person who watches anime slop, that's probably accurate, but I haven't seen the video, so who knows. Unless I did watch the video on stream, it's very possible.
This is like my second...
Anyway, why is Denji not a good person?
That has a somewhat clickbaity thumbnail, so hold your horses, hold on. For proof, I'm an avid enjoyer of Chainsaw Man. I'm completely caught up with part 2 of the manga, and I have all the volumes in English.
Jesus.
You could say that I'm ahead. Ahead? Get it? Ahead? Too soon? Okay. I'm also working on a really cool Chainsaw Man cosplay. I've seen a lot of
That's
cosplays
kinda
online,
funny.
but I haven't seen one that controls the speed of the chainsaws. God fucking damn it! The person I wanted to talk about in this video is the one and only horny shonen character that so many prepubescent teens to 20-something-year-olds like to relate themselves to, Denji. And while it's funny to say from time to time, trust me, I've done my fair share, I slowly started to realize that's not always the case. Like honestly guys, hold yourself to higher standards. You're not like Dennis over here, okay? Unless it's Quan Chi, then I totally understand. And while I agree Danny's character development is top tier, not really spoon-feeding it like most do, he is by all means not a good person. And in my opinion, if he was not the main character, many people would relate him to the purple guy from My Hero Academia. We just give him a pass because he's ultimately the person we try to root for in the show. But going back to that topic, why is Dennis not hated? There has to be a difference between him and the other guy. At the beginning, he doesn't seem...
Wait, is he comparing him to Mineta? Why? Okay, let me think. Why is Mineta hated? I would assume because his entire character is about like sex and like wanting women or whatever. That's probably why. And I guess you could say Denji is also a lot of part 1 stuff is about wanting sex. Well, kind of. But I just like don't see the similarity at all, I guess, besides that. Like Denji's never specifically targeting someone to lust after them, whereas Mineta is often. Denji kind of has his eyes set on Makima the whole time. I just don't feel like there's much of a connection, but I guess we'll see.
like a character that has the ability to change or learn from his mistakes. But towards the end of part 1, you start to realize he acts exactly the same. But the point is, Denji is not a good person, and it could easily be mistaken as him not learning anything. But that's why I love him as a character. Let me explain. Let's get the easy one out of the way, which is his lustful and lewd nature. Oh my god, he's just like me. Oh my god, it's so real. Oh my god, he's so real.
Jesus Christ, what is this video? Okay. As a person, I read that already. Mineta is hated because of SH. I don't know what SH is. Super high patch wolf? I don't know. I was alt-tabbed and thought he meant William Afton, the purple guy. I don't know what that is, and maybe that is what it's referring to. The comparison is a joke. I don't know. I missed the punchline. I just thought this was like a serious video essay, right? So I got no idea.
Come on, guys. Hold yourself to higher standards. I beg you. But getting back on topic, Denji is consistently known to be one of the most lustful characters in the show, especially in the beginning arcs where his main reasons for doing basically anything was for physical pleasure. Base. Sorry. I just had to do it one more time, get it out of my system. If I keep doing that joke, it's undermining the whole point. Okay, I got it out of my system. Let's keep going here. I'll try. And while many people can see this constant seek of physical pleasure as just part of his character or a common anime trope, it goes a lot deeper than that. Just a heads up, spoilers if I haven't said it already. Cool. Ever since he killed his father as a young child, he hasn't had any form of interaction, no one to really look up to. The only adult he interacted with was the mafia he was involved with, which obviously wasn't the best for his psyche. Even so, Chainsaw Man doesn't go with the trope where the bad guys take the main character under their wing and they change them for the better. Instead, the mafia treats him like a dog, forever bound to his father's debt. And after Denji gains the abilities of Chainsaw Man, the Dami Mami herself, Makima, was introduced into the picture. The voices! Come on.
Jesus Christ.
Get through the script. Get through the script, Lemoyne. Come on. Due to a lack of a parental figure, Makima became that for him. And because of Denji's lack of a proper childhood, the only way he was able to facilitate this care for Makima was in the form of lustful acts. Thinking about it a little bit further, it's honestly devastating and sad to realize why he acts the way he does. He doesn't really have any other conception on what human compassion is other than these extremes. And if he's not able to facilitate this passion to others, his care for them is completely absent. As to why or how he got this preconception, I'm sure it was facilitated by the little amount of interaction he had with the mafia. But I feel it's not too important. The fact is, he only sees compassion in this way, and it's constantly seen throughout the show and series. One very strong aspect of Denji's character development can be seen in his perspective of family and human connections. At the beginning of the show, we see that Denji has always been isolated, only having Pochita as a form of family or connection. But after Pochita's death, Aki and Power slowly start to take over what Pochita gave him, a family. At the beginning of the show, the connections between these three characters were absolutely horrendous. But as the plot progresses, these three characters start to get along, and as much as they don't want to admit it, start caring for one another and their well-being. But sadly, the moment he formed these connections with them, Makima swiftly took this away, leaving him again alone and isolated. With this, you think he would have more of an understanding of human connections and morals, right? Wrong. Throughout his scenes in part 2, he still does not really care too much about human life at all. Look at his introduction, where he chooses the life of a cat over a bus of homeless people and a car of 20-something-year-olds. You cannot make this shit up. It was so funny. It was so good. I thought it was gonna be like a girl, right? Because like it's Denji, but it was a fucking cat. It was worse than that. Let me actually check if my facts are correct there. Hold on.
Okay. SH means sexual harassment. Okay, that's fair. I mean, yeah. Oh no, I'm catching up, so I'm 5 minutes or so behind, slowly catching up. The Chainsaw Man video is not good. I said it was the best bad video I'd ever seen. I mean, so far, it's like, I don't think he said anything too egregious. I think it's just it's not my type of humor, and I guess there's too much humor, but it's not terrible. It's a small channel. 377 subs. I think everybody understands that Denji isn't a good person. However, I wouldn't call him evil either. True. What about Mineta? Is Mineta evil? Are you gonna defend Mineta, the sexual harasser?
Oh, sorry, wrong. I gave the wrong facts. It was one student versus a car of 5 old people, and he still chose to choose the cat. Sorry, I got my facts wrong there, but I'm glad I got it. I got my facts straight. Facts correct. All good, all swag. Next line. It may seem obvious that he doesn't have that connection with humanity or family, but you couldn't be more wrong. He discovers a newfound passion for family and the ones around him in the form of Makima's reincarnation, Nayuta. And before I go on, can I just say how awesome of a sibling duo it is?
Jesus. I feel like this video is suffering from what do I even say? It's making very obvious points, I guess. Like it's like a very, I guess the appeal of this video is the personality and the creator themselves, right? Like saying, okay, Denji, he like gets a family, Naita, it's like the main stuff that happens in the story. I don't know.
They are. I'm an only child, and seeing their interactions in part 2 is always so funny to me. For Christ's sakes, they have a fart chart. Is this common for siblings?
Like, I guess it kind of feels like a review of the entire series more so than like a why I like Denji.
It's fucking awesome. While Nayuta is technically not a human, him having to care for someone to the point where he considers them family is great, especially since he still doesn't care too much about humans. In his own terrible way, he still has learned from part 1, and while it's not as well developed as many hope, it's shown in full display with Nayuta.
Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski? Here's the fucking money, shithead!
The Big Lebowski follows the dude, an easygoing slacker who gets pulled into a series of bizarre events when he's mistaken for a millionaire with the same name. Initially seeking compensation for a rug, the dude finds himself embroiled in a convoluted plot involving kidnapping and ransom. Despite his passive nature, he's dragged along by chaotic circumstances, navigating through the absurdity of his own laid-back nature. And if you couldn't tell from his forgetful name, he could barely be considered a main character in my opinion, getting into tons of conflicts that don't even revolve around him. Does this sound familiar? Well, it should. It's basically the whole plot of part 1. Reze was sent for his heart, the international assassins was there for only Makima, and the peace of resistance. Makima
Wait, wouldn't this be like most shonen anime? I don't know.
Hating everything just for Denji to feel despair and break his contract with Pochita. While this does make him seem less important and undeveloped, I personally feel like this builds onto his character. From his upbringing to even his character as a whole during the series, he was never important, but this is why the scene where Denji defeating Makima is so powerful. This essentially nobody, someone that wasn't even the main focus the entire series, and has been constantly dragged through the mud, was able to defeat such a powerful threat. Another powerful scene that shows this is in his final talk with Kobeni. While hiding, Denji confides in Kobeni at his lowest, saying he doesn't even deserve the basic necessities in life and should be treated like a dog for what he's done. Ow, my knee. Kobeni responds with, "Isn't that just normal though?"
That was a good
There's
gag.
no such thing as a life free of bad things, except in your dreams. I personally believe that what she's saying is that the ups and downs in life are what makes life worth living, not this ideal world that Makima thinks is perfect. Without bad experiences, how can one have good experiences? This aspect is a
I'll
great
be honest, I have no idea if that's like a good a good assessment of what's happening there or not, because I was incredibly confused when that scene came up. And I remember talking about this with Kyle in our discussion videos.
callback to when Makima and Denji go to the movies for the first time, and it's brought back up with their final interaction together. Denji says that bad movies are fine, and Makima thinks that the world would be better off without him, which is a direct comparison to their perspectives on life. Sorry, it's just an awesome scene that I couldn't help but rant a little. But going back on track, how does he respond to this? By saying he wants a harem and lots of sex. But the point is, with this conversation, he starts to aspire for more in life and how he was able to get to this opinion about bad movies in the first place. The only reason why he only wanted the bare minimums is because he didn't even have them in the first place, not being able to look ahead of basic necessities. With this single conversation, Denji's character turns from being a person strung along by the plot to someone that has their own needs and wants, which is honestly beautiful. Look, I need a closing lip thing. Oh, I got one.
Jesus, what is this?
Yo. Hello?
Hey, sorry for calling you so late. I just had to talk to you about something real quick.
I called you?
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, what's up?
Nothing. I hate you. With this, it may seem like he hasn't learned anything, but it's quite the opposite. Throughout the series, we are constantly shown Denji has somewhat grown from part 1, but habits due to his upbringings and from part 1 are still prominent. I hate dissing on my boy Denji, but we are shown time and time again that he is not a good person. But that's exactly what makes him a great character. But anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. As per usual, I'll leave some clips of
What is this? Why does it go for 2 minutes?
I want more slash follow me.
Well, that was certainly interesting. That was a video, okay? It was better than the H-Bomber guy video, that's for sure. What was I up to? This Chainsaw Man video is not good. I think every person understands that Denji is not a good person. However, I wouldn't call him evil either. MHA characters are too 2D and lack any sort of genuine personality, so I am unable to judge them. Okay. Remember when Mineta hit on Eri? I have seen that as like a meme. I don't know if that was like a meme or if that actually happened. Judge them like that anyways. It's terrible, Lidari. This video's title has so much promise. Someone finally piecing together Chainsaw Man thematically while I've been avoiding it due to laziness, but it's just a nothing burger and bad joke. Bad jokes! The one where he hit his knee was like one of the best jokes I've seen in any video ever. It was great. I'm caught up. No, I disagree. Denji is developed a lot, just developed differently. Denji is developed a lot, just developed differently. Character development doesn't mean they have to develop into a better person. Denji is always being dragged through the mud. Sure, I agree with all that. The villains have to have a personal vendetta against the main character for them to be the main character. Is that his point? I don't know. I don't even remember that point, honestly. Who knows what his point is? Maybe it's a killer, who knows? I want to have sex. I got to the car, Elite Ari, or do the whispering meme. Should I go to the car, Elite Ari, or do the whispering meme? I don't know. It's up to you. Neither. Leave him alone. True. During the festival, he told Eri to find him when she's older or something. Mineta Eri scene. Oh yeah, this is it. I've seen this screenshot and I've seen the text, but I didn't remember if it was a scene. I wonder if this will get me taken down. What is it? I know it's got like a lot of views. It should be. Oh my god, it's in the sub. Oh, you know what? We'll tolerate it just for this. I wonder if the dub fixes it. Wait, where is he? Oh, here he is. What's he gonna say? Hi, I'm Minetto. I can't wait to see how you look at 10 years. Jesus Christ. What's the dub equivalent, I wonder? Is it the same thing I just watched? I think it is. Well, I don't think we're gonna find it. That's pretty funny. You read the new Vinland Saga chapter, Ari? I have indeed. But sadly, we're waiting for Bacon to come back so we can talk about it. But it was certainly... I guess I can say it now. Good chapter. My god. I will not be leaving him alone, true. Alright. What do I do now? Another video, I guess? I need a video. This is... You guys. I need to get you guys to do the work for me, alright? I need a video that I'm going to disagree with, but is also not going to be boring, you know? Because otherwise I just sit there, I just watch the video, you know, there's nothing to say. I guess I can talk about... I have 2 very short notes. Oh no, one of them is just the fact that I should probably do what I said a few streams ago and go over like popular subreddits or something and just like talk about anything that interests me. Now, maybe nothing will interest me. Which in that case, we can just go to like the politics subreddit or like the news subreddit or something. Talk about the news, you know. But yeah, that's the first thing. Or the best of all of these, the Blind Wave subreddit, because you know how much of a big Blind Wave fan I am. The hint hunt is up for whatever replaced Ben 10 Alien Force, and it's this image that I cannot begin to say what it means. Any guesses? All right, guys, any guesses? Where do we go from here? Oh wait, no, is this one of those like stereogram things? If I like stare long enough. Wait, let me. I guess it is, but I don't know what we're meant to take from this. Anyway, I think it's pretty obvious. The next Ben 10 show is going to replace Ben 10. I don't think we have to do any work, okay? Yeah. Next thing is... Yeah, last stream we talked about, like, reaction videos a little bit. And you know what? I came out pretty strong against those reaction videos that cut out all the different sections where they're not talking. Because they're really boring and I don't like them. But then I thought, I could just do that. Because then, like, the video will have me saying things, because it's not just going to be me sitting there and not reacting. And it'll only include the bits where I'm actually talking, so... I was open to it, you know? Maybe I will do reaction videos. Why not? Anyway, that's it. I guess now we just react to videos again. Also, watch Shogun when you can. Don't worry, it's on my list. I know it just finished. I wonder who just joined. Oh my god, look, it's right here.
Watching Shogun. Shogun is lame.
Apparently, it's really good. Except for famous orbiter, it's Mia, said that the ending was mid or something. Pretty crazy.
Oh, was it only Mia? Or did I see somebody else saying it? Because it could only be Mia. What just happened? Oh, did you stream?
I just started streaming. Blind Wave subreddit.
Crazy. True,
there is a Blind Wave subreddit we were just on. I wonder if there's anything else that's interesting on there. Yes. Oh my god, Ben 10
image
is
was
out.
obviously, I don't know.
I think it is just like a stereogram or whatever.
We could go back and see the 10 options, right? And then infer from there.
I mean, the obvious answer is just going to be the next Ben 10 show, right? Surely.
But no, Ben 10 fell off after that one.
Oh my god, it's X-Men. It's been solved. Congratulations, guys. Hint Hunter solved it on Discord. It's not Ben 10. All right, wow. Well, that's boring, but okay.
You want to watch X-Men 97, Alito? It's
no,
really cool.
Not even a little bit. I have no interest to watch that whatsoever.
I watched like the first episode one time when I was like 15, and I was like, all right, it's time to watch all the 90s Marvel shows because Spider-Man is sick, and I think X-Men is the first one or something. So I was like, X-Men, let's go. And then it was about this girl for the whole first episode. And I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? I think it was Rogue or something. I don't remember. But lame. I only watched one episode.
Oh my god. This is a moment from Hunt Hunter, but so Hunt Hunter spoilers mildly. So they freaked out because in the opening for the final arc, they put the Rookie
guy
Hunter.
From the beginning, right?
Yeah, he's in the first arc and he only shows up like very occasionally in like Greed Island or something. They love him, the Rookie Hunter. This
I
is
do
this
remember
is
that.
as far as I remember, this is an opening to Hunter x Hunter that was edited by their editor, who I think is Rob, but it might not be Rob, it might be someone else. So it's a fake opening. So they got excited for this fake opening, and everyone loves it. Like obviously, it's like a big upvoted thing on this subreddit. They're like, "Oh my god, funny how one of Blind Wave's best reactions is to something that's a completely fake thing and doesn't happen." But to me, I was like, I can't believe it. The editor ruined the whole like they're excited for this thing that's not going to happen now, and it's like, oh my god, they're setting the wrong expectations for the arc, and it's like we're not getting a genuine reaction anymore, and I was
The
frustrated.
moment itself was worth it, Alita. You're just being a little
Maybe,
soy boy.
yeah, maybe. The editor was a legend for putting this into the intro. All time great
legend.
moment.
A
What's this
bloody
from?
legend, Alita.
Can someone who doesn't know anime ask the context? Absolutely not.
Shut up.
Okay.
The Alita, you talked about reactions, but you didn't talk about duo reactions, so I'm offended and my feelings were hurt.
I mean, we could just do duo reactions. There you go. You happy? You feel included now?
But I don't really want to.
All right. Well, figure yourself
Maybe
out.
I
and then
want
we
to.
can-
I don't know. Ask me later.
Yeah. All right. The conspiracy. Wait. Oh my god, Ben 10 is out. I saw today X-Men 1. The conspiracy is they hate Ben 10, so they put popular shows against it in the poll. Yeah, maybe. Jesus Christ.
Beast.
Watch Fallout. Is Fallout actually good, Miller? I know
People
last
like
time.
this Fallout show. I would watch this Fallout show, I think.
Yeah, I think
I'm
Miller
not
or
gonna
someone last time said it was similar to The Last of Us, right? And I love that, so I think they're skipping the old series and starting with the new one. Yeah, I sure hope so. And then Miller said, God, I hate Rop. Now that is a bad take, Miller. We love Rop, all right? He's the best editor. Actually, I don't know if he's the best editor of Blind Wave. There's a good editors there. He's great. He like gives them little notes and stuff from the manga. It's cute. He like I assume he's the one who edited the Dune reaction and made it black and white, but maybe that wasn't him. I don't know. And I can't even check.
I wonder what he did, Alita. If we infer what we know about Miller the Killer and what we know about Blind Wave, we can infer the exact inciting incident. It was probably only one incident in which
Yeah.
Miller the Killer was peeved by Rop, who I assumed until this point was Rob.
Maybe it was something One
Apparently
Piece
not.
related. Maybe he edited the stuff.
Turururu.
As others, this
Jesus Christ. I don't think he edited the Dune one, actually. So whoever edited that, it was cut off by the end thing. I couldn't see it, but well done. He was good at it. God, I hate Rob. How much of Blind Wave audience hates anime, do you reckon? Probably a very small fraction, I would imagine. Like maybe 20% or something.
I'm proudly part of that 20%.
True. Fallout is amazing, says Miller. Made me want to actually play the games again. Oh my god. And then he reiterated that Rop is evil. And then Heath said, it's good, but I don't know how it's anything like The Last of Us. Well, you know, it's a video game. Well, it's not even, I guess it's kind of an adaptation, apparently. I don't know. And now we have the
I
truth
don't know.
here from
Heath
Miller.
might be making a comment of quality here, saying that he doesn't know how it's anything like as good as The Last of Us. But
I
don't
doubt
know.
that. Jesus Christ. Heath, sorry. What did you think of The Last of Us? What do you give it out of 10? The adaptation, that is. Give us
Shut up,
the
Leary.
number. Rop is
Idiot.
responsible for them watching Naruto over One Piece. Oh my god.
Hey.
How did he do that? Did he just like use his privilege as like a member of the crew or whatever and founder of the Discord? He also jerks himself off by undimming the MHA episodes and then showing the difference at the end so they can praise him. That's the best part. I love that. I love it when he undims it. However, the one thing I didn't like, actually, now you're reminding me. I love Rop. All right, Rop's like the best. He's the best thing that ever happened to Blind Wave. But in the My Hero Academia reaction to the end of the one where, oh my god, what's his name? Mirio is fighting Overhaul, and it's like the paused like frames or whatever. He added in the subtitles that said like in the manga there was like this went for like 15 minutes or something, and I was like, oh my god, I don't like this, but it's okay. David says, Kyle,
Of course I am, David.
you've been following AEW, true.
Well, not really. I don't watch Dynamite like at all, really. I just watch YouTube clips. But if you have a significant question, Alita will be sure to humor us in some wrestling talk. All right, Alita?
Yeah, I love Vince McMahon. He's so funny.
No, nobody likes Vince McMahon anymore. He's a bad person.
Okay. He hates manga, yet added the manga narration to the Mirio Overhaul fight. That's what I was just talking about. Oh my god. But also I don't know. I doubt he hates manga. Heath says, I like both of them. The series are just really different. So look at that, Kyle. I was right in interpreting Heath's words here. You put doubt in my mind. Okay. Then Miller says, Rob watched through Naruto, loved it, said One Piece sucked, and he couldn't get into it. He said all this all this on Discord, and then the next month they started Naruto. Jesus.
Sounds pretty truthful to me.
Are you in the Discord? That's pretty funny. What is this? Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking at stream. Now I gotta look at you.
Oh, Blade Runner.
Oh my god, it's Eren Yeager. I love
True.
Eren Yeager.
Blade Runner reference.
That was the shitty Blade Runner though.
That's the good one.
If you're a Zoom little pussy.
Wow.
This shit anime.
So good. I like how you're not even qualified to comment because you haven't even seen the ending. I can just dismiss anything you say about it.
I have. I promise I have.
You're right.
They did the what's the shitty movie they ripped off about the Holocaust elite? They did the Schindler's List thing for the baby, so I'm never watching it because that's cringe.
Oh yeah, but you haven't seen it, so I can just dismiss you. You don't know anything.
I haven't seen Schindler's List either, but I can judge it adequately.
Yeah.
Now, Lidari.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quandary that doubles as a mini update. Yesterday you were like, just choose a video and do it. I'm a little bitch.
Yep.
And so today I didn't really choose a little. Oh my god, Suetonius is in the waiting room, Lidari. Did you see that?
Okay. Yep.
That's crazy. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go ahead. Video. Oh wait, context for everyone. Kyle Entertainment here is a fellow content creator. He makes videos, and he has a ethical dilemma of like not ethical, but he has a dilemma of what's his next video going to be because he just released this descriptive versus prescriptive Devilman video. So go ahead, Kyle. What are your thoughts?
So then today I didn't do any of that. I don't remember what I did today. I wasted away my 1 day off in 6 days. You know, Larry, I work so much. You know, you should just admire me for that. You know, I'm just so smart. I played Pokemon Grand Coliseum or something, but the rest of it I don't remember. I caught up a lot less YouTube tabs open, Larry. I just want to praise myself for that for a second, you know. Anyway, then I'm like, oh, maybe I should actually do a video. Let's look through my little list here. Let's go. And then I ended on doing this video, Larry, called reference / influence loops. Now, this is a classic Kyle Entertainment talking point from many years ago where I say, isn't it funny how Devilman influenced Berserk and then Berserk influenced Devilman Crybaby and they're in like a little loop. And then there's the second example of this where Evangelion influenced Razafan and then Razafan influenced the Evangelion rebuilds. Oh my god, this is such a cool video that could not possibly be more than 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
More closer to 5 minutes. Then I'm writing out this video leader, you know, got some great script and, you know, I've done like 2 paragraphs. I'm like, oh my god, this is so funny. This is so good. And then I hit a snafu leader. My snafu is, I don't remember what the fuck Devilman Crybaby did that was like Berserk. And then I start, and then I put in the Google search, I go, Devilman Crybaby Berserk, but it's all about the first one. It's all about how, oh my god, I just realized that Devilman influenced Berserk, and look at all these parallels. And then I found this other Go Nagai thing that seems like a much more direct Berserk parallel. That's about like a girlfriend getting raped, and like the Beast of Darkness is totally in it, and even the Casca like metaphor where she's like a doll and then she gets put back together by like psychics and stuff. Berserk just ripped off this whole other Go Nagai manga I'd never even heard of, way more than Devilman. That was part of my Reddit delving. That was called like because it was named after the same deity that Sasuke does in Naruto, Susanoo or whatever. It's like Susanoo O or something is the name of the fucking manga. Came out like in 81 or something, so that's way later than Devilman. That's crazy. It got like cancelled and then it came back, and that's why there's like 8 years between 2 volumes or something. That's crazy. And like there was a novelization that kept it popular or something. Crazy. Anyway, Berserk ripped off this thing. This was just a little thingy. He probably knows about this and he's educating me a little. That's why I brought it up. The point is, I ran into a snafu and Reddit wasn't telling you shit. So I gotta like watch the whole fucking thing again.
What was the other example?
The Evangelion into Razafan into Evangelion one, which is very direct. I realized how little I remember of Razafan. Like I didn't remember any of the names, and then when I started episode 1 and I got like 30 seconds in, and and I was like, oh yeah, the main character's name is Ayato. I remember that. But the stupid Asuka girl in Razafond, I don't remember her name at all, and I don't remember which episode she's introduced in, so I'd have to go digging for that. So that came to a what do you call it? A dead end Elitari. And then I didn't do much else. And then I saw your shitty tweet about how you're going to be streaming soon, and I'm like, well, that's what I got to do for the rest of the night, not script anything.
Well, that sounds like a very achievable video to actually get stuff done. So good choice, I think. And it's very interesting as well.
But I gotta wait to watch Devilman Crybaby until we watch it together.
You definitely do not have to watch the whole thing to understand like what the Berserk influence is. You just hover over the timeline for every episode. Yeah.
Sorry.
Excellent. That's like, imagine if I had to read all of Mushoku Tensei to make a video about it. Oh god. I just like search, you know.
This is what I do every time, Elitari. I gotta reread Attack on Titan again before I can make another video about it.
Yeah, and that's why you have an average of 2 videos a year. It's crazy.
I don't know why you're saying hurtful things like that, Elitari. It's just not the time or place.
All right,
let's.
let's...
What was that other 5-minute video I was gonna do? Oh, the structure one. I did do a little bit on that earlier in the day.
Wait, the Berserk structure one?
Remember Berserk and series structure. I talked about it yesterday on this very stream.
Well done. AOTO sleep. Do you have a music library?
The point of all that, Elitari, you idiot, was for chat to tell me what the connection was, because I probably said it on stream a million times, so Heath remembers. What do you think? I'm just telling you a fucking story for no reason?
I thought you just love to talk about your future projects. Whereas I keep my discussions about future projects to the $3 a month YouTube members in the membership tab. You can click there and see all my weekly updates on my upcoming projects. I would never dare talk about them for free on an open stream like this.
Gross.
Okay.
Disgusting, what I just heard.
So, Kyle, you can answer this too. Do you have a music library that aren't copyright striked on YouTube? Almost everything good gets blocked in 250 countries. Lamau. I tried uploading a Gendara edit sung by Nanahoshi, and it was blocked in 250 countries. Well, my answer is clearly you have to choose your music and test it in an upload before you include it in a video. It'd be a complete waste to like edit around the music and then upload the video and be like, well, shit. I don't have any.
I gotta make that VOD live. Hold on, that's already.
Oh yes, yeah,
right
good,
now,
good job.
Because I was about to say, there's probably a check right here. There is. Let me see the details. Let's see if this. What did I use? I used. Oh, it's partially blocked.
But what countries? Russia? Because that's usually for me. It's like Russia and like some other country, and I'm like, okay,
oh,
I guess
not
it's not
even,
gonna be there.
It's not even the intro song. It's from the one edit I watched, the free ran edit.
Oh
the
yes,
Kendrick Lamar song, and it is blocked in Russia.
Yep.
So
classic.
should I mute the song in the section for the 30 seconds it's on screen, or should I just say, "Fuck you, Russians, you're a little pussy"?
Yeah. What do you think about the Ukraine war or whatever? Are you gonna support Russia or are you gonna sanction?
No, I don't like Russia.
Mm-hmm.
We are sanctioning Russia. Nope, we're just clicking upload. Fuck it.
All right. Well, yeah, the answer is Saturnius. You just gotta find music that passes that check. Which in this case, for my case, I guess.
I've had one where it got completely blocked like that.
Oh really? Wow. I get it for. I've had it almost every, like, basically every video like early on. I haven't got it recently because I test it now. The Mushoku Tensei soundtrack completely. There's no issues with that. I've never had an issue with it. The Madoka Magica, every single song I've ever tried has got blocked, and I can't find a single song that works. So that's my experience. But going forward, you got the AI music on Suno AI, so I'll just be generating my music, you know, so no issues there. And here you go. This is just for you, Kyle. Miller the Killer says, did it actually influence the rebuilds? Is your evidence that the girl has pink hair?
No, there's literally a scene on a, basically in Razafan, Shinji fucks Misato instead of Asuka. So at the end, but Asuka is also Misato's younger sister, so you gotta understand these things. But Misato and Shinji are actually the same age. It's because of like a weird time difference thingy, you know, it's just a little weird and stuff.
Right, Evangelion.
And then, but the Asuka girl, the little sister, had a little crush on pussy little Ayato over here, who's Shinji. And so she runs on a bridge to him one time and says, you know, once I had a crush on you, little boy. This is at the end of the series when we're all getting happy endings, I think. I can't remember too much. And she says, I used to have a crush on you, but now I'm over it. Thank you. Bye. And that's what Asuka does in the rebuild. And I was like, when I saw it in the fucking rebuild, I nearly shit myself, I think. Or maybe I had watched Razafan to completion after that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty direct. Plus, there's also a pink-haired girl, just like in...
well, checkmate, Miller. Didn't you say the end scene is red like the eclipse? I assume it's Devilman Crybaby.
Well, no, that's obviously an Ava reference, pussy.
Oh yeah, probably
Who am I
is.
calling a pussy leader? I might like that person.
That was Miller the Killer.
Ah, doesn't.
What do you think of the Chainsaw Man ending 5 thing? You think that's an Evangelion reference?
Well, bring it up, Elite, because you fucking best believe I don't remember this. Oh my god, these are so fucking sick. Oh my god, that's a Berserk reference right there.
What the hell is it?
That one that we're looking at right now. Is that a
This.
movie reference even?
The head and the blood? Oh, not blood though. I guess it is blood. I feel like this is an Ava reference.
Ava?
End of
Now,
Ava.
Fujimoto does reference Ava in, you know, my favorite manga of all time, but that's not Chainsaw Man. And he probably has no insight on any of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Alright.
maybe. Let's just watch it, Leo. What are we doing here? What
Well,
what
it's got
else? could we
music.
possibly do?
Um,
Oh, my name's Alina and I stream on YouTube.
true. What was I doing? Why did I bring that up? Why was I going to my channel? Oh yeah, because okay.
Because we
wait.
were talking about the comparisons.
Yeah, because in here I have that clip. Where is it?
Beware of the apocalypse.
Will they create? We're beating that, all right?
I love Berserk.
Here it is. Kind of this, you know, the head like in the blood or whatever. I think it's
know
somewhat
end
similar.
of Ava head imagery.
Yeah, but not all our famous audience here. You know, we have a few people, but we have some new ones. You know, look at this.
Hands up if you haven't seen Evangelion in the chat.
Mm. The Berserk structure one is just wrong, right? Says Miller Killer. Maybe.
Well, I don't know what's so wrong about it, pussy.
Yep. Saturnia says AI music sounds cursed. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, did you hate the music at the beginning of the stream because that was AI generated? I want there to be some real symbolism behind that, not just imitation. I see music as part of my essay, not just background noise. I mean, I completely agree, but I think you can capture what you want in AI music. That's not very direct, Kyle. Find evidence. This is easily the best Chainsaw Man ED, by the way. Oh my god. Well, I mean, I have my answer. I even tweeted out my rankings here. Let me quickly do it again. I think it's been updated since then, actually. Chainsaw Man endings.
I like the one with the gun horse.
That's that one. That's this.
Ah.
If
only we could watch it.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know them based on the cover art. Oh my god. Wait, didn't I make one of these? I feel like I made one of these. How do we search by, like, creator? Oh, wait, I can just, like, check on my other browser. My account. Shoku Tensei characters. Destiny Orbiters. Netflix One Piece characters. I've made a bunch of these.
Let's do the Destiny Orbiter one. Yippee.
Well, I mean, this is obvious, right? Maybe I've already done it.
Oh, that's right. And those just the thingies, and you didn't even have any good ones. I remember this.
We'll just go over the ones I remember, right? Abba's pretty good.
C tier.
Steve Abba,
B tier.
all right. Ayla,
B tier for
sometimes she's interesting, but sometimes it's a bit too cringe. So she'll go and see. Amy is cringe.
B.
Andy, I have no idea. You can choose for Andy.
Oh, maybe D.
D, okay. Bad Bunny, like A, the streams
Yeah,
that she and Destiny have in person is great. I love it. Ben Thorpe is like pretty good. Ben. He is just like him and Destiny have a great, terrible dynamic. Brittany Simon is like
S.
It's like a B, but S for Kyle. Cherry is like a C, I think.
B.
Chud Logic.
S.
I don't think I've watched enough, but I think he's
I was
been
watching a
mildly
Chud
entertaining.
Logic stream before this that I DM'd Elite Ari about, but then he didn't respond to me. Just treated me like some fan.
True. Dan is S, obviously.
Darius is like A.
Yeah, sometimes he can be really good. Sometimes he can be pretty boring. Who is the Scrub King? I have no idea who that is.
That's the guy that Mr. Mutant stole the girlfriend of Elite Ari. He was brought up recently on a stream too, and everybody was like, whatever happened to him? And then they all giggled.
Mm-hmm. And then we
His
have a bunch of other
girlfriend
Roboters here, right?
Oh my god, we can keep going.
There's so much. Oh my god. Demon Mama. I don't know anything
Not
about
even
her.
an orbiter at all.
All right. Erudite. Okay. Oh no.
E.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she's the only like sane orbiter, probably. But yeah, she's kind of boring,
Wrong.
I guess. Farah
S.
is S. Yep.
S.
Wait, Grace is an
high A.
S?
Yes, she's great.
I
Just
guess
Pick or Keep,
sometimes.
remember that? It was a classic.
I think the time where she first talked to Destiny and talked about like smoking
said
or
the
whatever
word.
and the irony about it, that was really funny. Hassan A. I mean, that when they're
He's
together
not
is
even a
just so
good-
funny.
No.
I just love it. Jade is S probably as well.
A.
Gideon, I don't like
D.
Gideon. He'd be a D. Gideon or whatever, sorry. Kelly Jean S,
C.
obviously. Kelly Jean is one of the greatest content creators of our time. She's so funny.
Yeah, Leroy likes her OnlyFans. That's what
I
that
don't.
means.
I haven't. I would never. Lauren De Laguna is. She's gone a little bit crazy recently, but
Oh, that's terrible, isn't it?
I don't know. I think she's B. Lauren Southern, I don't think I've ever watched
She's
anything
like
of
an
her.
A tier one.
Yeah,
When they
Kyle
were getting into
loves Lauren
arguments, it was
Southern.
terrible. When they flirted, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, Elite Ari.
Lav is a D.
Oh my goodness.
The worst
Is
orbiter
the
that Destiny's ever had.
tier the toppest, the greatest orbiter of all time?
Yeah, we can have like one tier above
Incredible movie opinions too.
the. Wait, Lav has him really?
Yeah, she made me watch Blonde, remember?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. Yep, the greatest orbiter so far, Kelly Jean, Lily Pichu. They're always great when they're together, her and Destiny. So
Yeah,
S
pretty
tier.
good.
Lycan, it's like a B.
C.
C, all right. Melina's like a A probably.
Yeah, an A or a B.
Mike from PA, I don't think I've ever heard them talk. So I don't know.
Some of those early ones are terrible.
Mind Waves, I think I just don't like them. I don't
C
know
or
much
B?
about them, but I feel like they're very frustrating. Mr. Girl, he might be the greatest orbiter. Him and Destiny
like A or
have
B.
their dynamic is the best. Oh my god. God. Mr. Mutin, I have also not heard much of him, but that one time he was on
F.
stream and he talks about Kiko Keep or something, that was pretty good, so B. Nick Fuentes, him and Destiny they're a good dynamic as well. I'd put him in S. What are you doing for Nick Fuentes, Kyle?
E tier, obviously. We don't associate with them types.
This isn't about how much we support them or agree with them or whatever. It's about how much we enjoy watching their content.
I would
Destiny
never
is.
enjoy content with Nick Fuentes in it.
All right. Pichachu. I don't know who that is. Wait, is
Pikachu,
that?
that's the girl that was stolen?
Yeah, okay. I've never
She
heard
was
her talk to Destiny.
Old Stardew Valley and Minecraft streams when Destiny was clearly trying to get with her.
Oh,
and
I
then the
love
orbiters
Stardew
fought over
Valley,
her.
but I
It's
don't.
great. She was pretty good. That was
Mhm.
very early, even into
I
my
wonder
tenure.
if would I
Larry.
recognize her? Wait, Pichachu. I
She's
would.
a
I
little tiny
don't know. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Okay,
You might recognize her voice, maybe.
maybe.
She was friends with Emiya, who isn't on here, and then Emiya was like, "Destiny, you stay away from that girl. She's nice and cute."
Mm-hmm.
And Destiny was like, "I'm not trying anything." Emiya was great. She's S tier too.
Mm-hmm. This was before my time.
E
Pisco.
tier.
You don't like Pisco, do you? I think is
I
interesting.
never watch him.
He's another like sane orbiter, I guess, with the erudite. But I like it when they talk about lore. I think that's somewhat interesting.
Shut up,
So I'd put him in B.
sane orbiter. My name's Elite Arisoe.
Yep. Pixie.
S, obviously.
Yeah, I think this
Pixie.
might be Kyle's favorite.
I can't have multiple favorites, Elite Ari. You
That's
can just
true.
check my Twitter likes because all my favorite Destiny girls are in there.
I think Pixie's A. I think I enjoy how genuine she is when she's talking about things. I don't think she's very compelling in any argument I've ever seen her make, but I think she tries her best and she has
What
good
about when she tries to be funny?
takes sometimes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen her try to be funny. I'm sure she could pull it off, right? Corantos is probably the best orbiter
Like
who
A.
can demote Kelly Jean. Him and Destiny's adversarial dynamic, but also like mutual love for each other is some of the
worse
best
than
content
Zerka.
ever. No, he's better than Zerka, definitely. It's
You're
interesting.
the most retarded person I've ever met
'Cause
in my life, but continue.
By all rights, how abrasive he is, how loud he is, how obnoxious he is, he should be a very dumb person, but he's clearly not. He clearly is intelligent, which is a very surprising thing I found when I was watching him initially. He's crazy, of course. He's incredibly religious, and I am absolutely not religious, but he's very funny. Him and Destiny's dynamic.
John Zerka's smarter too. It's about time, Elite Ari.
Sneaker's
It's
like a
about
C.
time for Zerka to come back.
Probably.
It's been like 3 months.
It's probably
Sneeko
way
is
more than
whatever.
that. Sneaker is like a
Yeah,
C.
probably
He's
F.
like he has a good YouTuber voice or whatever, but he's like other than that, he's just like kind of boring.
C
Stardust,
or
very
B for
boring.
Stardust.
Who's Straighterade? Oh, the Straighterade.
Sorry, it's like A. If
I
you
think
listen
she's
to her
like
talk, she's miserable.
she's like in the middle, maybe slightly upwards, just like a B.
She's Pixie's friend, you know.
I've never heard Tsuchiya say much, so probably in the no idea category.
Sushi at Destiny IRL streams are pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Taftaj. Is she from Kick?
Obviously
Is she the
S tier.
Kick or Keep? Was she that person on there? I don't remember.
She's trans, Elite RE.
Wait, let me.
Ringing any bells? Be very careful, Elite RE.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait. This is
She
not safe for work
was
stuff,
a
right?
cam
Okay,
girl
wait a
for a long time, and
Okay, wait a
if you
minute.
click on her Twitter, there's
Oh yes, this
you'll
is who
see
I was
many
thinking
naked
of.
photos.
Yeah, she was funny. She'd be an A tier.
Some of those first Taftaj like argumentative streams are really good.
Taber's like a C.
Taber's okay.
Trainwrecks is like an A.
Absolute top S tier contender. Are we fucking around here or what?
I mean, I think sometimes he doesn't speak enough when he's like talking to Destiny, I guess. I think he needs to talk more. But when he talks, it's very funny. And that's all
We're
I
gonna
want.
get an election stream this year, right, Elite RE? We're not fucking around with that.
Yeah, I hope so. Vouch, it's like probably an S.
A or B.
Vegan Gains is absolutely an S.
Is
He's up
A
there.
or
Him
B.
and Kelly Jean like occupy the same space in my mind, basically. They're like I want them to like argue with each other. That would be great.
Tippy top of S tier,
Wes,
obviously. For
yeah.
Wes, by the way.
Wes is really good. Wick, I also really like. He'd be in like A tier.
I don't even think I remember who that is.
He's like the debate host guy who wears a hoodie and he has like a gray beard and is bald, I think.
Literally skipped all of them because I hate debates.
Jesus, okay. He's also like a somewhat grounded kind of person generally, I think. Zayana.
I never really listened to any of them, but she has promise.
She is what can I say about Zayana? She's interesting. I don't like music, so whenever they're talking about music, it's not interesting. But she is one of the few people who can out alpha Destiny, like speak him or whatever, like take command of the situation, which is kind of an interesting dynamic, I think. So yeah, it should be interesting for that. And we have Zerka. Where's Zerka gonna go?
S tier, obviously.
Yeah, S tier. He's very funny. We did it. Well done.
This is in a very snapshot of time because fucking Gideon is on here.
Yeah, true. Very true. Okay. Let's see what all the chatters here thought.
Is the audience gone?
Probably.
We still got 5.
It wouldn't. What is this? It's not direct. That's not very direct, Kyle. Oh wait a minute. No. Wait a minute.
We read that soy comment. That was obviously stupid. I
see music as part. Oh, I read that already. Is easily the best Chainsaw Man ED, by the way. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that. That's right. We get into that. All right. It would be easier to find people who went to jail in this chat, Lamau. Wait, what? Then what? Wait, what are we comparing?
Didn't go to jail, I promise.
All right, true. Your point was the word changes every 2 arcs. The world changes every 2 arcs, right?
No, it was that the status quo changes. There's a big arc and then a little arc, but most of the time the little arc is counted in the big arc, but that's still the same point. That's still structurally sound.
Are you talking about Berserk or Devilman?
Berserk.
Okay. I like that Chainsaw Man has 12 EDs because it let me add every music video to Mal. That's crazy. Jesus Christ.
Who said that?
Mal is like, that's Miller. Mal is a crazy place.
Of course he did.
And Miller's yawning, of course, because, he hates Destiny. He thinks he's immoral for cheating or whatever. Is this a streamer's tier list? No, this is a Destiny's, people Destiny streams with. Destiny's, a very famous streamer. And he has, orbiters, which are people that, go on stream with him and talk on Discord. Kind of like Kyle right now. He would be my orbiter right now. So these are people who do
I
what
noticed
Kyle
you
does.
said that earlier, too, Leary, because you were funny.
This is an F tier list, if that is the case. The description of most streamers that has stuck in my mind is barcodes with feet. Oh my god. That's ruthless. And Liam Black says, Jade numero uno campeón del mundo. What does that mean, Kyle? I hope I didn't read something terrible out. Okay, yeah, let's have a look. Wait.
Uno means 1.
I think he's saying that number 1, but let me.
And numero means number 1.
Jade number 1 world champion. True, we love Jade. She's funny.
Oh.
All right.
You were looking
Chainsaw
for your
Man.
shitty Chainsaw Man
It
nonsense.
is. Alright, Map has a nice upload for us. Not this one. It's the one that got them like all their views on their channel, I think. Wait, no, did it
Your
not?
mother got a bunch of
Oh yeah,
views.
this one. 12 million views.
Kickback is lame.
I love Kickback. If only this had timestamps, that would be good. Maybe that actual uploaded one had timestamps. Nope, it doesn't.
Just skip every minute and 30 seconds, stupid.
True. What do you think of this one? This one's okay. It's got like
Well,
him
let it
falling
play.
through. Without the music, with the music, I'm not getting this stream taken
Oh
down, right?
my god.
Yeah. See, I like to respect
I'm
the
not gonna
copyright
remember 'em.
system, alright? It's a good song. It's like they're
I love
walking
this track.
around. Alright. Here's the good one.
You always do this, but you always pay. Remember that song?
Mm-hmm. It's the devil one or whatever.
Oh, this
is
is
sick.
Chainsaw.
It's got like the two
I
contrasting things.
Makima Pose one. This one's sick.
True,
Oh, and
we
the
love
cut in the beat switch. This song's fucking sick, bro.
it. Yep. It's a pretty good one. And it ends with like a blonde Denji or something, but he wasn't blonde. I don't know. Oh, now we have the... This is the actual best one, or the second best one. Easily. Actually, this is probably the best one.
Is this the comic book one?
It's the power one, basically, with
That's
the really
the power one, yeah.
the cool dance she does. Where is it?
I vaguely remember this.
God, it's so good. And then we have Kyle's and Miller's favorites, probably, with the big horse running. And then the thing at the end.
What thing at the end? I know that Makima one might be better. Oh my god, it's a
It's
fucking
pretty
gun, what's that?
sick. Alright, then we got number 6, which is... What the hell is this? I don't recognize this at all. Oh, it's just more Eternity Devil stuff. They're in another place. It's okay. Oh my god, I'm so scared of this music. This is like the old retro one, right? This one's pretty cool.
Oh, I like all things old and hate all things new, so I think I like this one.
It's got like Makima. I think it has like all the girls in their like 90s poses, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, it has the vomiting that's like rainbow. It's pretty sick. We love that. Then we have number 8, which is like a more serious kind of... What type of music is this? I have no idea. But it looks sick. Alright. Then we got number 8, which is with blood, because I think Himeno died.
I'm
Yep,
crying
she's-
right now. 'cause
She's
Himeno
slowly
died.
disappearing. Look, she's gonna... Her arm's disappearing, then her other arm. And then she just disappears. Oh my god. It's like blood and stuff. Blood and guts. And then we have number 10.
Blood and guts.
This is the one with the
You like that
filter.
song?
True, I do love that song, actually. It's a great song. It's like live action footage that they got a filter over. It's pretty sick. Look, they
I
even
like
have a kitchen.
filters and I like live action.
Oh my god. Crazy. There's a real hand in the Chainsaw Man ending with a lollipop. Oh my god. Oh, then we have this one. This one is sick. This would be in like S tier. Oh my god, I love it. Because it has powers dancing. This is the one which made me think that Chainsaw Man is like in a simulation. Because they're like standing on like a data base or something. I don't know.
I think you should take all of these
Look at
endings
this.
very literally.
This is the sickest bit. Power's gonna dance any second now. Look at this. How sick is this?
Why do
My
they always
God.
make her dance?
Because it's so cool. She's a character with devil horns. It's like the coolest thing ever. But in reality, this is obviously the best one. It's like not even close.
Don't
'Cause
remember
they're
it at all.
they're just happy. They're living their lives. You know. Look, it's got the bath joke that Kyle loves so much. Power doing her hair. There's Meowie.
Tom
Meowie
sounds
does
like
a
a
cool
duck.
stretch. That's the best song, probably. Where's Meowie? Show us the stretch. Oh my god. Where the hell is Meowie? Oh, there. Okay. Look at that.
Oh my god, it's like that stretch that cats do.
Yep. That was pretty sick. Alright.
Cats
We did
also
it.
say meow.
Kind
I
of,
think
yeah.
that's a reference.
Some say mew. Mew. It's weird. That was really accurate. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh my god.
What do you think? Do you think I just don't talk to my cats, Leadery? Of course I know how to speak.
That's true. After they do a stretch, do you go, big stretch? Wow.
No.
Oh, well, I do.
If they
What about
say,
when they
if they do a
yawn?
jump, I say, good jump.
Jesus. When they yawn, I go, oh wow, big yawn. But not. It's not like they can understand me. I don't know why I say it. But yeah. Anyway,
I say shut up to them a lot.
I would never.
To the point where they must think it's a good word because I always pat them afterwards. Like they'll meow at me, I'll say shut
oh
up,
my
and then I'll pat
God.
them.
Jesus.
They don't understand the sarcastic wit.
Do you mean berserk chapters or arcs? I have no
Is
idea what
Miller
he's talking
retarded?
about. I
Can we
guess I
investigate
am.
this professionally?
What is he referring to here?
Well, let's see, Alita. We got a thing. We got a Golden Age arc. Then we
Mhm.
got Lost Children. That's a little arc that we come out to reestablish what the world is like after we've now got all of our context. Then we have the big arc, and then some shit changes. And then we go into weird fucking little like the fucking little. What's right after that? Or we're doing like
Oh,
little
I
troll
remember.
shit, and then
Yeah.
we're doing the main stuff. And then we have Fantasia, and then we
True.
go into a little sea god thingy, and then we go into the real thing. You know, it's like there's like a little one to establish how everything's changed and stuff, and then we go on to the next thing.
So he's talking
I'm
about
a fucking
arcs.
genius, Leader.
There we go. All right, Kyle, keep reading Miller's messages. I gotta go to the bathroom.
I have to piss too. Hold on, I gotta get the stream up. I clicked off of it, and now I can't remember which tab I'm on. Chat, I'll get to you in a second. Okay, hold your horses. What tab do I have this goddamn stream open in? Did I close it? Oh no, it's just in this one. Okay. Jade numero uno comprende del mundo. I speak Spanish. Because there are too many chapters before conviction proper. I don't know what that means. The Power one is cool because they gave her manga-colored hair. Oh wait, maybe 7's the best. They really gave up for the last 3 or 4 EDs. I wish Leader, probably got his headset on so he can hear that and get mad when we come back. Do you think the best one is the one they didn't bother them making an actual ED for it? True. You forgot Binding Chain chapter. I'm not looking at literal chapters here. But anyway, because the Binding Chain is obviously we're capturing guts, brother. That just fits in. Accept me into stream chat. I wonder if that's ever actually going to happen. Lol. It's about Alita Reese comfortability. She got as a part of the Elf Island chapter. I don't give a fuck what the gay real names are. Lost Children is actually just part of the conviction arc. Soy. No, it's not. Hold on, chat. I'm eating my hair. Anyway. Miller, I'm gonna make him watch a Mother's Basement video when he gets back, okay? I got that silly one he just uploaded. I can't remember what it's called. What is it? It'll be a funny one that he'll get mad at. Because remember when he tried to watch that Avatar one and he clicked off because he's a little pussy? We won't be allowing that. Disney Plus, where anime go to die. It's only 21 minutes too. And it starts off with something about Dragon Ball. This is going to be a great video for us to watch. Let me post it in the little thingy. Where's the thingy? That's Discord. I know Discord. And then you got to go to YouTube links.
All right, I'm back.
Maybe this Berserk structure point doesn't work.
Don't let Miller bully you out of this. Oh my god.
Well, I won't, and I'll continue to bully him back. Alita, you want to watch this Mother's Basement video?
Absolutely. Let me find it on my list of videos to watch here. Is it on my potential videos list? Absolutely not.
No.
Let me open it up.
Are you being passive-aggressive right now and saying, obviously, I won't be watching any other videos?
We'll definitely watch it. Disney
Okay.
Plus, where anime goes to die.
Because that is Heavenly Delusion in the thumbnail, right?
Wait a minute.
Remember when we had this discussion in the Discord, but you ignored me and I had
Oh
to
yeah,
talk to Miller
this?
about it?
Yeah, that is. That's
Okay.
oh god, what's her name? Hiruko? Or is that the
She's like the main. It's actually a dude, I think. But
what? Okay, yeah.
yeah, because there's like a dude spirit, and then he
Oh
gets raped
wow.
or something.
Oh my god, okay.
I got spoilers, brother. What do you think?
Sure.
Anyway,
Did you
I
read
gotta
all the
pee.
chat? Alright, I'll read through the chat.
Yeah, I did. But you got to read through the chat again because Miller was making fun of your choice and said that that chainsaw ED that you
Oh
like.
yeah, that was incredibly dumb. Yeah, I like how Miller what do you call it? He's projecting because Miller got disinterested in the show, so he's like, huh, just because I don't like it. Obviously, they didn't put any effort in the last ones. Miller's a genius like that. Let's have a look. So, oh no, wait, maybe 7's the best. They really gave up on the last 3 or 4 EDs. You think the best one is the one they didn't bother to make an actual ED for? Yep, I do. You forgot the binding chain chapter. Accept me into the stream chat. I wonder if that's actually going to happen. I am actually wondering. So, obviously, I have a stream waiting room, but then I have the problem of what am I going to say? Like, if I drag you in, what are we going to talk about? And how do I eventually kick you out when I'm done? Like, what do I say? Do I be like, oh, I guess that's it. Bye. And then I like kick you out. Like, what do I do? You know? I'm just so shy and I don't know what to say. I was thinking of changing maybe the waiting room to do what Destiny does, which is like make it a disagreements room or something, where it's like if someone has a disagreement or like a very specific thing they want to like argue with me with, then I could have them in. So then I could like, we have like a definitive thing we're going to talk about and like, you know, debate away and then end it. So that could be interesting. So I don't know, say what you want to debate, I guess. Sea God is a part of the Elf Island chapter. Episode means chapter, chapter means arc, arc means saga. This is how it is in Berserk. Then I guess it depends on how much he trusts me. I wouldn't blame him for not trusting me. We haven't even played a game of chess yet. True.
True.
I mean, and also you haven't come to my aid in Agario, right? We play Agario these days. I mean, he's probably right. Making him watch JoJo, make him watch the JoJo one. Oh, I've seen the JoJo one. And everyone who disagreed with him is incredibly dumb because obviously you can watch JoJo's out of order. Obviously, like, come on.
Oh no, this is Miller's like biggest point of trauma in the history of.
Yeah, I watched Doctor Who out of
YouTube.
order. Like, I think you can watch anything out of order. The JoJo one is so entertaining. The last one had no ED and one was just live action with a filter. Clearly got lazy. Okay, Miller, if you say so. I have absolutely no clue. That'd be okay. I'm curious about your personal experience doing this YouTube thing more than anything. Oh, so you're going to interview me, how the tables are turning. All right. Should we drag him in, Kyle? What do you think? Or should we watch this video?
I kind of want to watch this video.
All right. Looks like
Maybe
Kyle's spoken then. All right. If you're still here, then we'll consider it.
Miller's calling you a contrarian, by the way.
Still pretends he's not contrarian. What am I contrarian about, I wonder? Like, what's like a... I feel like
Watching JoJo's out of order.
Oh, right. Okay.
Liking Mr. Beast is obviously a contrarian point.
That's true. Yeah, fair enough. Do both? Absolutely not. We're doing one thing at a time. Anyway, Disney Plus, where anime goes to die. What is... Have you seen this video, Kyle, already?
No, I have not.
Okay, so
the first 15 seconds.
I have no idea.
Young fella.
He is, and I like his videos. He's great. He's one of the best AniTubers out there.
Look at that subscriber count. My goodness.
Yeah, it's a reflection of the quality of his content. Now, I assume this is going to be a... Okay, no. If this was a good video, this would be a deep dive into the analytics that have been publicly published by Disney about what their numbers are for their streaming when it comes to anime and how it compares to the numbers of Crunchyroll. So we can see that actually when an anime gets on Disney Plus, it actually gets like less popular and therefore gets no future seasons, right? He would have data for that and he'd support it with evidence instead of just like, look at this person on Twitter. They said something bad about the thing on Disney Plus. They didn't even know it was airing or something because it was on Disney Plus and not on Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll is currently popular, even though I don't support Crunchyroll and I support piracy sites, but then I don't because we had this big debate with that one guy who then debated me. We made multiple videos and it was like a whole thing about that. So I have no idea what he's going to say here. What do you think he's going to say, Kyle?
Well, Leader, I didn't even give it a second thought. I just thought he might make fun of Heavenly Delusion and that would make you mad. And then I saw that he started with Dragon Ball.
Anyway.
He's probably not going to make fun of Heavenly Delusion because he probably likes it.
Yep. So Heavenly Delusion was on Disney Plus, and I think it is maybe the only anime I've seen on Disney Plus. Now, Disney Plus, I guess if I'm trying to talk about it just generally, I think it's good. I only have really 2 issues with it. One of them is that you can't watch it in a high quality, like I think it's even, you can't even watch it in 720p. I think the max is 480p on Firefox because of the DRM protection, like the copyright stuff, which annoys me. The second thing I don't like is that when you want to turn on or off the subtitles or language or whatever, the settings button is on the right. So you press the settings and then you have to like click the button like for the language or whatever, which is fine. But then you have to go to the left to press the close button to close the settings. You can't just like go back to where you initially pressed the setting button, which is a dumb, incredibly dumb like UI decision. And it frustrates me every time I need to do it. So that's my only gripe with Disney Plus. Other than that, like, I can't, it's like literally the same as like every other streaming service. I don't know what the issue would possibly be, but yeah.
Now, I didn't even comprehend this until this moment, but old Jeff Thu over here likes to get a little bread tube every once in a while, so it could be Disney bad. That would be funny.
Yeah, maybe.
True, Elitari. I don't know why you're laughing. Obviously, Disney is bad. Evil corporation. I think best guy ever. Oh my goodness, what a Freudian slip that was. I think Mother's Basement is a little bit better than the general YouTuber, especially when it comes to citing shit. But I don't think it'll be like nobody talked about it on Twitter. Though I think he will say that in passing. I think it'll just be like, well, this show went there and then it didn't get any fanfare, and then my evidence is that it didn't get a second season when it was clearly setting up for a second. No, it is just going to be the first point about how nobody talks about it, I think.
Yeah. I think he would have, like, the one convincing argument to me about, like, streaming services isn't even about streaming services, but the release schedule of them, which is that JoJo's Part 6 came out on Netflix, and that got split into 3 different parts, and those 3 parts probably reduce the hype of the show, because it's like, oh my god, we get, like, some random cliffhanger, and then we have to wait again, and then we have, like, a random cliffhanger again, and then we gotta wait again, and just to get through, like, all of Jolene's story. And that even made me, like, stop watching at the end of Part 1, so he would have an argument there, I guess, but I don't know what he's going to talk about with Disney Plus, but anyway.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is lame.
That's true for some episodes, you know, but the majority, overwhelming majority, is really good. Let's watch.
Wait, hold on. One last prediction.
All right.
How the fuck is Toriyama getting tied into all of this?
Oh yeah.
Because he began anime in the West. He propagated it, and now it's all the way on streaming services. That would be funny.
I actually have no idea. Did he? Maybe he. Oh my god, Jesus. Maybe he said something about Disney Plus.
2020.
All right, let's
maybe
go.
he said, "I hate Disney."
Do you think he'll have a conspiracy about like how Disney killed him or something? I wouldn't put it past him. It could be a joke or something. Cool. Yeah. All right, let's go.
On March 8th, 2024, the world was shaken by the terrible loss of Akira Toriyama.
Hold on, pause it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he like got into the mood? Because he has to do a somber voice because Toriyama died. Do you think he was? How do you think people do that? Do you think they're just like?
I've talked about this. I hate it. I cringe so much when anyone does a sincere voice. Even like, for instance, my go-to example is Philip DeFranco, who does like the new stuff. Whenever he talks about a serious topic, he gets like, he's like talking really animated about celebrities, and then he's like talks in a really serious voice, and it's like, there was a school shooting and this many people died, and I'm lost for words, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, oh my god, just like talk like the same throughout the whole video. It's just so cringe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was I was, because you know I'm very in tune with the world area. I watch a lot of news, as you know I like to bring up. And when that stabbing happened down the road from you, they were all like. That like one of the newscasters actually started crying when they were initially reporting it, and even then, which is clearly a genuine emotion, I was like, yeah, lame, put on fake,
yeah,
stop crying. What are you?
It is
a child.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. I mean, I completely wholeheartedly agree. I think it's cringe, but I think I don't blame them at all for doing it. But yeah, it's just annoying to watch, you know. Anyway, let's go.
Sincerity is cringe.
I disagree. Yeah, I disagree. All right,
March 8th,
sincerity is cringe.
The world was shaken by the terrible loss of Akira Toriyama, arguably the most influential manga creator of all time, though even that feels like I'm diminishing his impact by saying it. People wept around the globe, and countless tributes were made by celebrities and world.
But I did. I was sad.
Governments alike.
Now the author is really dead.
That is no laughing matter, Kyle. How could you laugh about that?
20th that same year, the Sandland series released on Hulu and Disney+. The last new anime adaptation of Toriyama's work that would ever be made.
And nobody watched it.
But you wouldn't know it if you.
Do you know much about Sandland, Elite Ari?
Never heard of it.
It's a video game that came out recently. I think it was originally a manga, and then that he did right after he finished Dragon Ball Z. Imagine that. But but now it's getting a video game, and I don't know, I think that people like the video game. It just came out, because I'm very in tune with IGN news too, and they were talking and hyping up Sandland for a long time, and then it came out. So I know
how
all
does this
about
relate to Disney
Sandland.
Plus? Is that what he was talking about?
Well, he's going to say it was on Hulu and nobody watched it, and Disney Plus is just like Hulu.
Right. All right, let's go.
The Sandland series, released on Hulu and Disney Plus.
And
the
Disney Plus.
last new anime adaptation of Toriyama's work that would ever be made with his involvement. But you wouldn't know it if you looked at any of Disney or Hulu's official marketing channels, or for that matter,
They don't respect my dead friend, Akira Toriyama.
Oh, no, maybe he'll go down the more like logical route, which is that they could really promote this by abusing the memory of Toriyama and dragging up his name.
What does he want them to say? Look at my dead idiot friend. He made this shit. Want to give me some money, Lamau?
Yeah, let's see where this goes.
Googled the words Sandland and didn't scroll to the second page because the first one was entirely taken up by stuff about the manga and Bandai Namco's upcoming Sandland game. There are two possible explanations for that.
We
Either
told you
Bandai
about that
Namco
just now.
is just that much better at marketing and search engine optimization than Disney, or Disney just doesn't give enough of a fuck about anime outside the Japanese market to make so much as a single tweet about it. Wait, sorry, they did make one single tweet last summer about Bleach 1000-Year Blood War in French. You may be wondering why I'd be so bothered about this is to make a whole video on the topic in the first place. I mean, sure, the specific case of Sandland is a pretty egregious fumble, but you wouldn't really expect a big mainstream streamer like Disney Plus or Hulu to do anime that well in the first place, right? I mean, it took Netflix...
Wait, why not? Wait, you'd figure of all the people, all the corporations involved, they would be the most experienced, right? Like they understand content, they like have had a very large history with like making very successful franchises. Like why wouldn't they understand like how to?
Because Disney is lame and we don't like them. Elia, you might not even be aware of the old anime Netflix discourse where anime fans despised Netflix for like 2012 to 2015 or so. Probably 2017 until Devilman Crybaby came out. Because the thing to say at the beginning of your Devilman Crybaby video is like, I know what you're thinking. It's an anime on Netflix, which means it must be shit. But no, this one's actually good, guys.
I mean, I think it's pretty reasonable of a thing because there wasn't really many popular anime back then on Netflix, right? Everything was like on other.
Well, Netflix started funding their own anime, right? Crybaby was one of them. And,
oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
There was a bunch of other ones before that, like a Jin, I think. I don't know. I could be lying. I don't know.
And now there's like One Punch Man and Death Note and One Piece and et cetera, et cetera. All right.
Years to start not fucking up basically every seasonal anime they acquired outside Japan, and Amazon just let their half-hearted attempt at an anime platform die on the vine and a bunch of exclusives along with it. But that's exactly what's so frustrating about Disney Plus. They're actually getting a lot of aspects of anime streaming very right. Like their first original project was Star Wars Visions, and that show f***s. The first year was pretty rough for shows like Summertime Rendering that got stuck in Disney jail, but they figured out
I just don't understand this point. So he's saying that there was lower viewership for these shows, and he doesn't listed any numbers or anything. Like, I don't understand what is his issue here.
He's just saying there was no fanfare for him.
Wasn't that the fault of like people on social media who aren't talking about it? Like, what does he want the companies to like spring up this entire social media discourse? Like, okay, why do you? So, do you think the reason that Chainsaw Man had so many people talking about it on Twitter is because Crunchyroll was tweeting about it? You think that's why?
Well, their promotion probably had something to do with it.
I would guess that the promotion made by Crunchyroll, like through Twitter, which is what he's talking about here with Disney Plus, which is the like analog here, I feel like that had a very small impact on the discourse surrounding Chainsaw Man. I feel like if Crunchyroll didn't tweet a single thing, I feel like Chainsaw Man would still be massive on social media. Yeah, I feel like word of mouth and maybe an initial post on a very popular subreddit or like some social like media or something, like I don't know, by a creator or something. I imagine that could get a lot more influence than like a corporation, right? Tweeting out a very yeah, go ahead.
A big Crunchyroll talking point is always whichever one's on the front page of Crunchyroll, because a lot of people will go to Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay, I could agree with that. Sure, yeah.
That's the thing we always talk about. Maybe more than their Twitter account, but then if it's their Twitter header when you're clicking on it, you'll be like, "What's this show?"
Okay, that's pretty fair. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
And just stringing with facts and logics, you know.
All right, let's keep going.
Easy. Casting way faster than Netflix did, and sure, you'd have to put up with reading English closed captions instead of actual subtitles on most of their anime, including Star Wars Visions, but you can actually watch most of their anime at the same time as it comes out in Japan, emphasis on most, before they dub it. And while their catalog is small, the few anime they've picked up do show a keen eye for both quality
oh my god, it's Heavenly Delusion, we love it.
And what anime fans want. Since getting into the anime game, they've managed to nab at least one of the best shows of each season, every season for the last year, though again, you wouldn't know it looking at their socials. It's not just big name shonen acquisitions either, but art house anime anime like Tatami Time Machine Blues that true connoisseurs who know what a science saru is love to gush about. One of 2023's big frontrunners for
Heavenly
Anime
Delusion.
of the Year, Heavenly Delusion, was a Disney Plus exclusive, and it had to achieve that status entirely through grassroots fan campaigning without any help from Disney, since they couldn't even be bothered to translate the title into something an English audience would understand, even though the manga's published.
Wait, is that true? Wait, let me look it up on Disney Plus.
Make sure you read it in your Japanese accent.
Well, I'm like pretty sure it's just gonna be called Heavenly Delusion, but you know, maybe it isn't. Wait, is it not on Disney Plus anymore, or is it literally it's not in the English names?
You
I
can't
find
search
it.
Heavenly Delusion.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm
Actually.
pretty sure if you go to the anime section, it's gonna have like 5 shows, so you can probably find it.
That's actually crazy. He's right. I can't believe that. If you type in Heavenly Delusion, it just doesn't show up.
What's the name on there?
Let me see. Tengoku Daimakyo. That's actually crazy. Look at this. Mother's Basement making good points. I shouldn't have doubted him at all.
What's
That's
the
actually
direct
insane.
translation of Denmiku Time?
Oh my
Shoko?
god. Why are you doing this to me, Kyle? Let's have a look.
Just tab over and put translate into Google.
Yeah, but I have to type it out. Tengoku.
Just highlight it. And
I
copy.
can't. There's no text to copy. Daimakyo.
Ba-dum, mhm, ba-dum, dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Heaven or my, whatever that means. I don't know.
Well, I'll be calling it Heaven
Let's
or
ask
My from now on.
ChatGPT. Translate into English.
Heaven oh my, but oh my is like an onomatopoeia in Japanese for
Heavenly-
like seeing something that isn't there.
Heavenly Great Demon Realm. That kind of is a much more
Spoiler!
literal translation. Anyway,
No, I
good
think
job.
there's, like,
Good job, Mother's Basement, for making a good point that I never even realized.
Publisher already translated it, and the existing English fandom has been using the name
I like
Heavenly
Advancing
Delusion
Giants
for
better.
years. Instead, Disney decided to market it to their Disney-ass audience as Tengoku Daimakyo. And
True, it's just like
Oh
Mishoku
my God, we
Tensei,
could've
right?
just watched it.
Wait,
True.
do you think Crunchyroll
Translate that
markets that
into-
as like jobless reincarnation, or do you think they do Mishoku Tensei? That's pretty funny.
I think it's Mishoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation.
Yeah.
So why not do both?
Why do they even keep the Mishoku Tensei? Like, what's the point of like? Why don't they just call it jobless
Sound
reincarnation?
Japanese and shit. You
Yeah, but
think,
surely that would be like a
My Hero
drawback, right?
Academia is called Boku no Hero Academia.
Ooh, let's have a look. Is that on Netflix or I don't even know what that's on? Crunchyroll?
I don't know.
My
I
Hero
watch that shit show.
Academia. Yeah, it's just My Hero Academia on Netflix. All right, well,
Obviously on Netflix, but not on the superior Crunchyroll. Might not
let's
even
have
be
a
on
look.
Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll. My Hero Academia.
0 results.
Yeah, it's just My Hero Academia.
No.
We love Crunchyroll. All right.
if you don't get what's so bad about that, ask yourself, would mainstream English audiences still be talking about Attack on Titan a decade later if they
Nope.
had to say Shingeki no Kyojin? This is like the most basic anime marketing concept.
We
They've
would just
known
call
this
it
shit since
Shingeki.
Speed Racer. So what's the deal? Does Disney want these shows to fail? Obviously not. I mean, why would they? They paid good money to license and subtitle and in some cases dub them. They'd probably feel pretty good about making at least a bit of that back, hence why they bother to sub and dub anime in the first place. But as far as marketing efforts go, all streaming platforms tend to focus on promoting the titles they think will help them best acquire new users in each market. And all of these anime were licensed with the goal of bringing in more Disney Plus subs in Japan alone. When it comes to attracting a North American audience, though, when you've got some Shonen Jump stuff in the one hand and all the Disney, Marvel, Lucasfilm properties in the other, kind of a no-brainer what you're going to focus your ad budget on.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Yeah, you'd think so. You'd think they'd like space out the Marvel and Star Wars a bit, put some anime between them, and you know, throw in some variety, make sure people don't get burned out. You'd think they could at least make a tweet about some of this anime, like when one of the most famous people on Earth who made it dies. Tweets are free, after all, but the
True.
time of the guy doing the tweeting is not. And if you tweet too much outside your niche, that can with your algorithm. So all these anime, no matter how great, no matter how culturally important they
That's
are,
my
get
problem,
little-
Military. I'm tweeting too much.
No, it's because you're tweeting outside your little niche, so the algorithm is like deprioritizing you. That's why. I'm sure he's
Yeah,
done
you
his
come back
research.
to
That's
those
probably
wrestling
right. All right.
Really
If I know
nothing.
anything about Mother's Basement, he knows everything about SEO because Digibro used to make fun of him for always trying to talk to him about SEO, and that's why they kicked him out of the Procrastinators because he was being a little annoying sellout pussy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In the
And
scheduling
analytics
budget.
like Twitter and algorithms and shit are an extension of SEO. I know what that means, Leary. Search engine optimization.
Good job.
For that, which I guess answers the question from the title, unless I changed it and or the thumbnail, which I reserve the right to do at any time. But you may have noticed that there's still quite a bit of timeline left in this timeline, and that's because now we're going to take a closer look at some of the great anime that Disney has screwed over and how exactly they were screwed over in order to explain why,
Ooh.
even though I know the objectively obvious answer to that question, I
What's the answer, Kyle? Because they're evil? Because they don't care? Because they
Well,
look
he already
down on
said the
anime
answer,
fans?
you idiot.
Wait, did he?
It's because they
'Cause the
don't. They only
Japan?
care about the Japanese market.
Oh, I thought he was going to build up to some point, but yeah, okay.
can't help asking myself every single time they bring out a new anime if Disney is doing this shit on purpose. Summertime Rendering is a brilliant mystery thriller about a young man who returns to his isolated island hometown to attend the funeral of his beloved childhood friend. She died under
When does he talk about Heavenly
strange
Delusion?
circumstances, which only gets stranger the longer he stays on the island. But to say almost anything more
I
would
like
be
this
to
show.
ruin
It's
some of the
blue.
most satisfying twists and turns in anime. Summertime Rendering is masterful in how it manages and subverts
this true,
audience
Heath? Is it
expectations
masterful?
and weaves its mystery into the greater
True, that's
narrative. There's so much more to almost every aspect of the show than first meets the eye, from funny one-liners to panty shots, and it's a blast to discover all the little clues for yourself, so I'll keep my description as brief and vague as possible. The setting of the story, Hitogashima, is a fake island based on a real uninhabited one, the most popular spot in Japan for Laputa Castle in the Sky cosplay shoots, as a point of fact, owing to some old decaying military ruins on the island. But it's reimagined here as a moderately insular fishing community with a
I've
modest
seen that movie.
tourist side hustle. Over the course of the series, we get to know the real geography of the island and its fictional inhabitants quite intimately, and I was continuously impressed by the depth and nuance of its small-scale world.
Oh,
building.
god
By the
damn
end
it,
of the
Elite
series,
I'm sold.
All right.
Hiroshima winding streets and backwoods felt
What
as
was it called
familiar
again?
to me as
I have
Is there
no
a manga?
idea.
options of any Resident Evil game, and that's about as high praise as I can give a small-scale fictional setting like this. On top of that, the series features
All right,
some
Elite
absolute
we're at the old part of the video where we decide, do we want to watch the whole thing so I can add it to the playlist, or do we want to skip around?
Well, does he
The
talk
answer is
about
skip
Heavenly
around.
Delusion? That's the question. That's all I care about.
Well, give it a check.
But it looks like no, he doesn't. Oh, wait.
Disney isn't that they're continually f***ing up all the time so hard, and it's kind of baffling how they could f*** up that hard with like that much money, and you know, so much as Disney just isn't trying to begin with. When if they did try even a little bit to market their platform as a hub for great animation with great anime like Tatami Time Machine Blues, Heavenly Delusion, King of the Hill at the forefront, they could probably do quite a bit of good both for these anime and their own rapidly collapsing business model. Okay, maybe not that much good on that
Have
front.
you
I
seen
doubt
the
any of
epic new King of the Hill is anime memes, Elite
No,
You just referenced it.
that's very funny.
Now you know it from Mother's Basement.
Mm-hmm.
these
King of the
anime
Hill
save-
is also brought up at the beginning of that conservative comedy Ruin My Brain video
Mm-hmm.
that I gotta watch. Now, Leary, this is the appeal of Mother's Basement. He usually makes a video with a general concept that just gives him an excuse to advertise like 3 cool anime. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Mother's
He's
Basement
seen
fan.
everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of the utility of Mother's Basement existing, right? He's going to tell you about cool little island anime that I want to watch now.
All right. Well, all right,
Find
we did
another
it.
Video,
We did it.
I don't really know what I
I bet
Well, I
Chad has something
mean-
to say about all that.
Yeah, let's have a look.
6 viewers.
Oh, Jesus. I'm curious about your personal experience. Still pretends not to do both. The amount of bad takes you can find in the win now, honestly, is being a contrarian even bad now. Lol. If you're right most of the time by being a contrarian, true. It'll be about Disney Plus withholding anime until they finish airing in Japan. Oh, Miller was somewhat close, but he wasn't exactly right.
Miller's wrong. That's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
He was righter than me, so you win in this case, Miller.
He was right.
And you know what? This video even changed my mind because I couldn't believe I typed in Heavenly Delusion and Disney Plus. It didn't show up. That's quite. I can't believe that. That's like crazy. Disney bad. How can you disagree? You haven't finished JoJo's Part 6 because of the problem. Wait, no, I said I agree. I said, but that's a Netflix thing. That's not a Disney thing. And that has nothing to do with the platform of Netflix. That has to do with their release schedule of releasing them all at once, in like a batch of Part 1, right? It doesn't really happen though. Bleach was simulcasted. Wait, how is Firefox limited to 720p? It's because if you have DRM protection, then by default the service doesn't stream to you at a higher resolution. I don't know. I guess I understand why. It's because they don't want you to just like record your screen and then like commit piracy, but I think it's pretty dumb. Because Sandland is on Disney Plus, but you didn't know that because it's on Disney Plus, right? Ari, okay. Ari knows about Heavenly Delusion, and that was on Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't know how I heard about it through Bacon, and also there was a tweet someone made with this like 4 different bits of art that was like really cool, and I was like, oh, I need to watch the show. Gen Z is great about that. We all have a completely nonchalant tone of voice around everything. At least the meme guys and the gals are like that. New episode of Mushoku Tensei dropping in 4 minutes. Well, yeah, in Japan or whatever, not here. For us, it'll be like another 20 minutes, I think, which is probably when I'll end the stream and go watch it. New episode of... I read that already. God, I hate having big hands. No keyboard even ever types correctly. Jesus Christ, how big are your hands? Oh my god.
Who said that?
That's Saturnius. Laptop keyboards especially need a full big keyboard to be comfortable. Do you agree with that, Kyle? Do you ever run into that issue? You're like giant, right? You're like a big man.
No, I'm just in the dark, Alito.
True, that's why you mistype, yeah.
Click.
Funnily enough, Mushoku Tensei spread through people recommending it through real life as well. Very true. Crunchyroll.
Nothing spreads that way.
Actually, I guess I initially heard of Mushoku Tensei because my friend told me, oh my god, this is the best animated show this season. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll watch it.
I'm always constantly reminded that I'm surrounded by posers. When Alita brings up that he got into Mushoku Tensei after the anime came out, and Jackie Bacon says the same thing about Vinland Saga, and I just sit here in disgust at these 2 individuals who could like something, their favorite thing, from an anime, and then went,
it's not you who's wrong, Kyle, it's the world, right?
Yes.
Crunchyroll has had a very at a distance relationship with Mushoku Tensei, as far as I can recall. Being able to watch Mushoku Tensei live on YouTube is such a blessing. Thank you, Muse Asia. True, that is the thing, Kyle. Did you know that? Not in Australia, though. I don't think it works here. But they literally just like stream the episode on YouTube when it comes out, which is interesting. Heath says, I feel like this video is just an excuse to talk about Disney Plus anime and not about how Disney Plus is killing these shows. Well, Kyle agrees. And then Miller...
No, not really. I'm sure he had the idea and was like, oh, this is how I can do my thing.
Yeah, it all comes together. He hates Disney Plus. There's probably people hyping him up about how Disney Plus is bad, but he also wants to talk about these shows, and it's like, let's do it. Does he write his own scripts? Do you have any idea?
I think so, because he used to be a writer. I mean, so I think he probably does that part. He used to be a games journalist, I believe.
Really? I had no
idea.
idea.
He made an anti-Uncharted video a long time ago where he said Uncharted only gets good reviews because games journalists are not retarded, are biased, because if you're being a games reviewer, you're playing all these long games that you don't really like, and then a short little funny game that you don't have to try too hard in comes along, and you give it a 10 out of 10. And he was saying Uncharted actually fucking sucks.
Okay.
What a video.
Miller the Killer. He didn't even make the obvious point for why it's bad. It's that fans have to bother fan subbing shows because Disney waits until the show finishes in Japan to release it all at once. Am I crazy? Didn't they release Heavenly Delusion week by week, or am I crazy? Did they literally only release it afterwards? How would I even check that? I don't even know how I would check that. But you can let me know, Miller. Did they release it at once? Because that's pretty sick if they did. That doesn't happen, Miller, says Heath. Oh my god. I'm watching it now.
Right.
Oh my god, Saturnius is watching Mushoku Tensei as we speak. Or we're watching it later. No spoilers. He used to write for Film Theory anime videos.
Really? I didn't know that.
The famous Film Theory?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is this the MatPat channel?
Thanks to Universe.
Yeah, idiot.
That's crazy.
Though not anymore. MatPat retired, remember?
Oh, well, was that real? I didn't actually watch.
Yeah, MatPat did retire.
Miller says maybe I'm thinking of Netflix. True. Oh my god. You know who hasn't retired?
Wait, did you search by oldest? I want to see when the first Film Theory video came out and whether or not Mother's Basement was popular before that.
8 years ago.
7 years ago?
Hello, Internet. Welcome.
I feel like Mother's Basement started in like 2015. I guess he probably got popular and then then he would have been hired to do scripts for him. But no, MatPat writes all the scripts himself. In my head.
That's great. I write my own scripts too. Why are there people in the shower here? A friend is going to jail. Why is there a Mikasa weird shot here? That's
Leader,
for.
you were catching up on chat if you forgot.
I did catch up. We're up to date. I caught up on everything.
Oh.
Unless I'm like missing
Well,
messages again. Yeah, go ahead.
I found like 3 potential videos. Hold on, let me go back to one of my windows. I've got to figure out which window it is. Oh my god, it's this window. So, what's the Berserk video on your shitty playlist, Elitary? Is it this one? But I want you to read yours first.
My favorite Berserk chapter.
Okay, that's the one I got here too. And the soyest thing is he's got the little one where Guts is going to pose on the boat that Super Eye Petchwolf said was really good in his original Berserk video. So this is going to be a wholly unoriginal video. So that could be fun. It's only 9 minutes. Then I've got How Civil War Shifts the Goalpost, Leadery.
The movie?
From a YouTuber called Taylor J. Williams, who I'm looking at the subscriber count now, who only has 105k. But I always thought he had like 500k. He's a vaguely breadtube related person. I think he might be shitting on Civil War in this, and that could be funny to get your reaction to. However, his video is very dense and he uses big words in them, and it's 19 minutes long. So I'll let you simmer on that. And then we've got How to Write the Greatest Character Ever, and it's a 32-minute Berserk video, and it's probably going to be funny and bad, and we don't have to watch the whole thing. So which one would you like to do first?
Well, the short 5-minute one that's about Berserk. Oh, no, 9-minute one.
That you've already got? You little pussy, what am I even here for?
But also, look at this.
Shitty anime footage.
Mushoku Tensei is the highest karma for the week on the anime subreddit.
Over
so
Dungeon Meshi and Konosuba Season 3. Zoom back in, idiot. I was looking at that. What's in 4th?
Kaiju number 8.
Oh, that Kaiju show that has
Spice
had a
and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf is back.
Yep.
Slime. Oh my god, that Slime show fell off.
Bunch of shows. Stuff I've never heard of, but that Heath, I'm sure, is watching diligently week by week. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. The quintessential quintuplets star new anime announced. Oh my god.
This is It
was a financial success. Chainsaw Man producer reveals anime's major impact on Mappa's future. Now, I did read this yesterday, actually.
I remember that Discord.
Yeah, so people were freaking out, including Heath, who tried to ratio me on Twitter, but I ratioed him back, right? About how the Blu-ray sales for Chainsaw Man were a complete failure, and they did even less than what, I don't remember what the comparison was, JJK or something. Yeah, it was Bochi the Rock was like way more than Chainsaw Man or whatever. And everyone was like, oh my god, it's a complete financial success, a failure. Anyway, I looked into this. I don't think this is a very... I wouldn't support this title here, but this is an article that's referencing another article.
By the website everybody makes fun of for being stupid.
Oh, really? This one? I don't even know what this is. CBR.
Yeah, CBR. They make like lists, and Berserk YouTubers freak out about it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Miller anyway, now is saying, "Oh my god, he's using that website. That means we win." Elite Ari looks really stupid right now.
No, I'm saying this is a very bad, not very bad, but this is a very sensational headline here, because this is referencing this place, which is a transcript, or maybe not even a transcript. It's like a breakdown of a lecture that a particular producer at Mappa gave. And in it, there's one very vague reference he makes to financial... Jesus. He says, we would create, deliver, and sell products on our own. Several issues remain, but it was a financial success, and I hope we can apply this success to the next update. Now, firstly, I have no idea what the original Japanese is, which is annoying. But also, this is a very minor thing, and we have he didn't mention any numbers. He didn't say anything in detail whatsoever. I wouldn't say that this says that, oh my god, overall, like, Chainsaw Man made a bunch of money more so than any other anime, you know? I think this is just like a very neutral, positive statement about Chainsaw Man, so I wouldn't take too much from it, but... Yeah.
So, Leader, this is what you got to do. You've got to go onto Ordinary RE. You got to end the stream. Then you got to click record. Then you got to read through that article, and then the title of this video is going to be CBR destroyed again. More shitty journalism exposed.
No, it's not bad. It's just I think the only issue is really
do you want views or not?
What'd you say?
Do you want views or not, Elite?
I want views, but I want to have some integrity, you know.
Ethical.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess Berserk. And then I think it's probably going to be the last video, and then I'm going to go watch Mushoku Tensei.
Tensei sucks.
Oh my god, actually, let's check how many views I have now. My channel, absolutely booming today, Kyle. You won't believe it. 203,000.
Channel. I don't care about this
Jesus. Look at this. We're booming.
Still like not even a quarter of the way there, Leary. Call me when you're famous.
Look at the Norn one. It's almost on 160k. Oh my god. Crazy. Anyway.
Recently, I was going through all of Berserk and rereading it, and I found a chapter that I absolutely adored, and I wanted to highlight it, and it's probably not the chapter that you're thinking of. There's a whole bunch you could be thinking of. It's not any of them. I'm talking about...
Well, you know what it
It's
is,
the one
right?
from the thumbnail, right?
I don't even know what the thumbnail is. I'm gonna say it's the one where
remember when I said what it was? Like
no, I
5
don't.
minutes ago?
You said something about Super Eye Patch Wolf or something, and I just ignored it.
Yeah.
Is it the first chapter? Maybe the first chapter in Berserk? Because Guts doesn't have an arm in the thumbnail, right? I don't know.
I think it's about 300 and it's when they're on the boat.
Okay.
About bubbles of futility. Hopefully I can explain some of the...
Is that the one you're thinking of?
It looks like they're on that fucking boat.
All right.
Casca fell overboard and Guts has to come out, and that's why he has to take his armor off, and that's why he poses in the window and goes, "Oh, look at my little arms."
I'm talking about bubbles of futility. Hopefully I can explain some of the symbolism that I see and the reasons why I really like it. The chapter opens with Guts looking upon Casca on the boat that they just seized to go to the fairy island. And when he looks at Casca, it kind of blurs out something that he's been struggling with is controlling himself before he even got the Berserk armor. So now with the Berserk armor, he's kind of off the rails. He's not currently wearing it, but when he looks at Casca, he kind of freaks out a little bit. And you can see that he's disappointed in himself. Beautifully, at the same time, we get multiple character interactions, the most interesting of which is the astral projection of two of our characters, Farnese.
True! Berserk is great because of character interactions.
While this is going on, Roderick comes out to talk to Guts.
True! We love Roderick.
He was gonna be a total dick when he was introduced. I thought bro was
True! They do a little misdirect.
Yep.
Like there's no shot Prince Charming over here is gonna be a good dude, but seems alright so far. Roderick decides
he
to
was
talk to
actually
Guts.
interested in Farnese. That's
What
crazy.
Casca means to Guts, which we already got a little bit of a hint towards the drama as Guts watches Casca from afar and has a reaction. During this conversation, Casca gets distracted by a bird.
This music just makes Berserk like a million times better. I can't believe it.
Oh my god, killing yourself.
Yeah, it's like the emotions I get just listening to this music. Oh, I just think of the time where... remember that time where Casca was like having sex with Guts and she's like, oh my god, I can actually do something to help this guy or whatever.
When I listened to that chapter.
She felt like she had a purpose. Oh my god, I was crying.
And is climbing off in the
distance. When she was decided to choose Guts, you know, but not really, just because she couldn't get Griffith. You know, Casca's a little hypergamous bitch.
I would never say that.
Casca is getting further away from them.
I guess she's not because she's settled.
Anyway. Can you stop talking all over with Clover? All right, he's making a good point here.
I like him so far.
During this conversation, Casca gets distracted by a bird and is climbing off in the distance. As the gentlemen watch from afar and Casca is getting further away from them, unbeknownst to them...
I'm a bit of a gentleman.
Whoa, wait a minute. Jesus.
Is getting further away from them, unbeknownst to them.
I was going to come in and say, you should subscribe. Here's the chart that shows that 99% of my viewers are
sick. What's the subscribe button, Leader? What are we doing?
Crazy.
Subscribe. I'm still under 10 videos on this channel.
That was great. That was actually in the flow of things. The cutoff felt like dramatic and shit. That was good.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my god. I thought it was going to like correct a mistake you made or something. But no.
He's just kind of explaining the chapter. But it's all good things. Like he's explaining it good.
True.
It's not saying anything too interesting. But
we love all over with Clover. Yeah.
Yes. Let's recruit him. How many subs?
663.
Ah, that's just how I like him, Alito. Small and moldable.
All right.
Like some of the recent ones.
He's got an Evangelion poster in the background.
That's the thing we were referring to before. It's a Chainsaw Man reference. That's crazy. Yes. It's like that circular logic video you're making. Oh my god.
Like 4 videos on Berserk, whole bunch on Dark Souls. So subscribe, check those out. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you.
We don't like.
Wait, it's over? Oh wait, no, it's not.
I know you were saying a funny thank you thing. I would say something like that.
Them, the astral projection.
I got a crush
ladies that kind of have a thing for Guts are listening, and the tension is becoming.
True. Everybody does want to fuck Guts, and it's like a Griffith parallel because Guts is finally becoming a good man. Oh my god.
Guts is about to answer. They both wake up because they got too distracted, which is it's just like a funny like build up. I mean, Guts is the coolest dude that they're ever gonna meet, so of course they're like. Another added bonus to the scene is Guts hasn't really been very forthcoming with his past to any member of his new gang. So they don't know
Citro doesn't even know that his hero is Guts.
That happened with Griffith and the Eclipse before Casca lost her mind. We don't know what Guts would even say, of course. Like, we as the viewer don't know what he would say. Of course, we'd probably think that he would say, she's my lover, she's my boo thing, she's my
It
girlfriend.
is such a good little cutaway, leader. You don't even remember this chapter, but what does he
Okay.
say? Does he say girlfriend? Does he say wife? Does he say what cute thing would Guts say there? He doesn't say cute things very often, but we cut away, so he probably did say it. And Odric understands thereafter. And then one time when Casca's getting her mind come back, him and Serpico like rock up on Guts with some drinks because they know that is whatever he did say here. I bet he said wife, leader. Wouldn't that be just be the cutest thing ever if he said wife?
Why would he say wife? They didn't get married.
Yeah, but like, you know, sometimes you're just like out of like you just say that.
No, I don't think you would. That's like a crazy thing to
Yeah,
say.
he said wife.
You know what he
and it
would
makes me
say?
warm and fuzzy
He'd say
inside.
some Japanese word that has some subtle meaning that can't be translated into English, and then we'd all be like talking about it. I don't know. Because he's Japanese, right?
What if he said, "She's my servant," and then the big plot twist later is that Berserk is actually about Guts being the bad guy.
Isn't the obvious thing that he'd say like she's my friend or something?
No, girlfriend just sounds that's too English of a word that sounds too casual for it to be
No, friend,
representative.
not
So I go
girlfriend.
to wife. He's not saying friend, Alidari. This is
Why
a
not?
fucking One Piece.
Wait,
you
his-
soy little. You
Wait a
little
minute.
cuck.
His I don't know. You can
Because you
correct
don't
me.
need to cut away. So because Shurikei and Farnese don't have a little heart collapse because they fucking heard him say friend.
How many chapters is this in? 300 and something.
It's actually probably about 280 something, or probably 290 something, because 300 is we're on Griffith and we're beating Ganishka,
Hmm.
and I think this is pre-Fantasia, but they're on the boat post-Fantasia too, so it could be 310 or it could be 280.
Has Guts ever called someone his friend besides Griffith or whatever?
I don't even know if he ever called Griffith his friend because he didn't think Griffith was his friend because Griffith didn't think he was his friend because he overheard a thing and that miscommunication led to all the bad things happening. And oh my god, Berserk is just so good.
Mm-hmm. So has he ever called anyone a friend?
Well, no. What does he say when he starts to realize he loves his new friend?
I don't know who.
I think he just says ... because after he beats up Slan, he looks at his new traveling companion and he's like, I
Mhm.
didn't think this would ever happen again. And you see the old band of the Hawk juxtaposed with the new traveling crew, and it's like, oh, I found new people again. I
Mhm.
healed. But I think he just says, I never thought I'd find like companions like this again, ... or something.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he could stoically say she's my companion, Alidari. I'm kind of being won over by that because that's a little subtle, but you know they're fucking and stuff. And it'd be like, oh. Anyway, he
Alright.
said something cute, Alidari, and we had to cut away
Sure.
from it, and it was so sick.
All
in
right.
the eclipse before Casca lost her mind, but we don't know what Guts would even say, of course. Like, we as the viewer don't know what he would say. Of course,
True,
we
you gotta
probably think that he would
speculate
say,
about it. Like
"She's
everything in
my
Berserk,
lover,
it's
she's my boo thing,
ambiguous.
she's my girlfriend," but it's clearly more complicated than
True.
that. And that's kind of what the chapter is getting towards. So, with Farnese and the witch waking up in their cabins because
God,
they were
Farnese is
startled,
so
Why
hot,
did he say
Alidari. You ever notice
Farnese?
that?
Isn't it Farnese?
Shut up.
That's crazy.
Kill yourself.
is to hear the answer of what Guts says about what Casca is to him. Casca
Shurikei, Alidari, not hot, you pedophile.
trouble,
Mhm.
which of course means Guts has to run over to rescue her before he can answer. Even more tension, still leaving Guts' past in the past, not bringing it into his new group
Jeez.
of friends. Casca runs
Stop
further
hitting
away
yourself.
from Guts. At this point in the story, she's actually scared of him, and he is begging her to come back. Of course, because there is this, dangerous situation going on, but it also kind of symbolizes what's going on with them emotionally. Bro really wants Casca to come back. He's reaching out, but she's climbing further and further away from him, and eventually gets to a point where she's cornered, and she jumps away. Guts is able to grab her,
She
but
slips,
she
I think.
slips out of his grasp. The grasp.
Because it's this
specifically
fake fucking hand.
his
Mm.
metal arm. So Casca falls
Oh,
into the water, and Guts, of course, jumps right into the water to save her.
I'm sorry now.
And it's almost as if right when he caught up to Casca to bring her back, she slips out of his grasp. I wonder if that happens later.
That's
in the
gonna
story.
happen later.
Will it?
Probably not. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah,
So
Griffith
that's-
stole that bitch.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Yeah, but that was fake, right? Like that's after Mira died. Doesn't count.
No, that was the last chapter he ever worked on. No, actually, Griffith just showed up in the last chapter he
Mm.
worked on. So yeah, it is fake.
All right.
bravely jumps into the water where he goes to save Casca, and he gets to reminisce about all the other times Casca has needed saving from him, which usually
Oh, this is the
involves
first time they
water.
do the bubbles thingy. Also, Berserker's sexist. Casca needs saving all the time. Damsel in distress, bad. Because then they do the bubbles again later when we're fixing her memory, and the bubbles is like one of my favorite little symbolic little imagery things that Berserk does. Oh my god, Berserk is so great. Let's rewatch it.
I don't remember any
By
of
watch
this.
it, I mean read it.
And the
Mhm.
author makes
Here's your little bitch.
a a great little reference to that, and he shows all their like past dealings where Casca tries to like jump off a waterfall or has
Well, Leary, imagine your girlfriend is like mind broken and you still got to protect her and she's around all the time. That'd be the worst.
What do you mean protector? What does that mean?
Well, there's like demons and shit coming to get you and stuff.
Oh,
it's like, man,
I thought you meant in our world.
what a shitty situation.
Yeah, okay.
She's just like right there, but she can't actually be your girlfriend. She's just like your little kid, and then you remember in another lifetime when she was my girlfriend. It's just so sad.
Yeah, and the music just accentuates it. This is a good soundtrack choice for this video.
issue, and Guts has to save her. And then we get this really cool panel where we see Guts' berserker vision and the eclipse kind of melded together. Really cool visual that
she needed saving that time,
we find out that Guts risked his life for Casca, probably wasn't going to be able to save her alone, and the gang actually are the ones that
but his friends will help him get over it.
He risked everything to save her from the water. From there, we find out everything's fine. Guts is just in bed, which he is for a lot. Like, the cycle of the story is Guts goes absolutely crazy on a bad guy, gets super hurt, and then has to put on the armor again, so he doesn't feel pain, and gets even more hurt, and then goes back to bed. It just happens when you're in Powerhouse and all you have is the berserk armor, I guess. So he is back in bed healing, thinking about what just happened.
This isn't a scripted video.
This is definitely scripted, right? There's no way he could plan out what he's saying so like concisely. He even did the cut-in section.
He's scrolling through it and then cutting it up.
It's scripted.
His hand is always on the mouse. I don't know.
And we get this absolutely banger kind of realization. It almost feels like foreshadowing
His hands on the mouse.
What seems to be going on through all of this later part of Berserk, where Guts has forgotten that he replaced his arm, and he realizes that it is different. And he says, even if you force back what is lost, it still won't be the same as it was.
Because that's what Skull Knight said?
Oh, it's this chapter. Is this when he looks at the beach and they're all on the beach or whatever?
No, that's like 80 chapters before.
That's the one I remember that chapter. That was probably the
He's
best
referencing
chapter.
what Skull Knight said in this chapter. Again, it's a callback to your favorite chapter.
All right.
Arm, as well as talking about Casca.
That beach chapter is another Soy Super Eye Patch Wolf one. You idiot. You easily influenced pussy.
Right, yeah. That's my favorite Berserk video.
What I like about this is...
That video made me watch Berserk. It's pretty cool. And by watch, I mean read.
Mm-hmm. You know what made me read Berserk?
Kyle Entertainment.
Yep.
And that's his whole purpose in life.
That's not true, right?
It is. Yeah, I would watch your stream and you'd always talk about, you'd spoil Berserk for me. And I was like, God damn, Kyle says it's the greatest thing ever. I should probably read this. And I did. So yeah.
Elitary doesn't... You said you caught up when Miru was dying. Elitary wasn't around when Miru died. You're a liar.
Yeah, I was, yeah. I started reading. And then he died.
Crazy.
I couldn't believe it. I killed him, basically.
Memories to get her back because she's literally all he thinks about.
You really wanted to make the author is dead, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing it back. She lost her mind, and he's going on this journey to get it back. And it's something that you just learn in life is you can't force relationships. You can't force someone to like you. You can't force someone to love you. You can't force someone to do pretty much anything. All you can do is control yourself. And this whole mission is Guts trying to force Casca back. And it is noble. And
when Casca comes back and somebody mentions Guts to her and she blushes, oh my god.
You mean in the Golden Age?
No, I mean like 10 chapters ago.
She does come back, doesn't she? She got her memory back. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
I soy cried like a little
Jesus.
baby.
You know, maybe
when I was like 17.
I should probably reread Berserk. True, very true.
Let's do it, Elitary!
Yep. Well, first we need to watch Madoka. Oh, sorry, Madoka. Jesus.
This is not some
And Devilman Crybaby, remember?
Force a girl to date him. This is a dude trying to get his friend's mind back, which was completely stolen from her. But I love the message of even if you force something back, it won't be the same as it was. And it kind of harkens back to the saying that.
Oh, my point in bringing that up is it kind of undermines this point because, like, she does like him when she actually cognizantly comes back. It's just because she has bad memories. Because, as Ciclet would like to point out, he kind of nearly raped her one time. It was the Beast of Darkness.
I don't even remember that.
It wasn't really Guts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he bit her nipple. Remember?
That's terrible.
Into the same river twice.
There was
I don't
blood.
think you guys have heard that, but basically, even if you go to the same river every single day, it's different water, it's different fish. The water is always changing, and you'll never find the same person twice.
That is something that's hit on because the Skull Knight does say that a lot. Because that was always like oh, we're going to save Casca, but there was always this ominous reminder that Skull Knight was like, you're gonna save her and she's gonna come back and she's like gonna want nothing to do with you because it was too traumatic and you're gonna have to split up afterwards and it's gonna have to be this like bittersweet. Well, I got her back, but now she doesn't want to be with me. What happens now? Imagine in real life somebody goes through all that to do what Guts does to save Casca. You would just feel indebted to them the whole time and you couldn't break up with them even if you wanted to, Leo.
What if you don't like them?
That'd be pretty fucked up. True.
And also, what is
Casca just
the
settled, you know? She doesn't
what
actually like
was
us.
what was Skull Knight's real name when he was like a king or whatever, or like the brother of a king or whatever?
Geiseric.
Oh, that's right. Okay, sick.
Even if you hang out with
The
your best
city
friends
is like
on
underneath the new city, and then Griffith
Can we see
raises
it?
it back up.
Remember that one time we see
Yeah.
it when he like goes to save Griffith from the dungeon? That was sick. Oh my god.
one day.
We also
year
see it in
later,
a
hang-
flashback, kinda. When we get Skull
True.
Knight's
Yeah, that was
flashback.
sick. Oh my god. And Void was there? Oh my god. Crazy.
I remember Miller the Killer PMing me on Discord or something, or maybe it was Twitter. Probably Twitter back then. He says, "You gotta read this chapter now, brother." I was like, "Oh, what's happening?"
True.
hang out with Todd again, he's going to be a different person. That's just how it works. He's got new memories, new experiences, new life lessons, new thoughts. And he might basically be the same, but you're never going to meet the same person twice. You're never going to find the same river twice. And Guts is never going to get the
People
same concept
change,
twice.
Alito.
So I think this chapter just does a really great job of symbolizing a lot of future and past stuff in the story, condensing it into one really cool chapter. And I read it, I saved it, and now I'm telling you about it. Also, I'm guessing if you watch
Same.
this, that you've read the manga, and I'm wondering, what were your thoughts when you read this chapter? Were you just blasting through because it's the
God,
boner,
that shit's the
and you don't
best,
care?
Lyra.
Did
It's
you
the
read
best
it and think
part
it
of
was significant? Did you
Berserk.
read it and just kind of think whatever? I don't know. For me, it's the only chapter of the entire manga that I saved because I specifically wanted to talk about it. And of course,
Wait, you saved? What does
there's
that mean? I
epic
don't know.
stuff going on the entire time.
Bookmarked it or
So
something.
I don't know. Clearly, it was important to me when I was reading it. Anyway, I've been all over Clover. I hope you have a fantastic day. Check out this video.
I refuse.
He stole
Anyway,
my heart, Alito.
What else does he make? Let's have a look.
He said Dark Souls. Or
No,
is
look,
another
he's got
Berserk one? What's that
Berserk,
one
Death
say?
Note. That
What's
was
that
Cichlid
one
for a
say?
second, but it's nothing like him.
That's Christian.
Oh, is it?
What is the Berserk one? I can't see the text, Alito. It's too small.
Well, I don't know what you're playing. There's a lot of Berserk ones. What do you want? What do you want? What are you trying to talk about?
The Guts one.
It won't be the same.
Snapful S something. The third one, Alito. The third one.
1, 2, 3. 5 impactful stories about loss. Oh my god, it's Avatar. Crazy.
Well, I don't care about that.
He's got a bunch of videos. Well, we got Mushoku Tensei to watch. Let me read the chat and then we'll depart. All right. Actually, let me quickly check Crunchyroll. Is it out yet? Mushoku Tensei Season 2. Oh my god, it is Norn and Aisha and they're in the thumbnail. How exciting. Okay.
Am I gonna watch it too, Alito? Oh my goodness.
That'd be
I'm sending you this Civil War video because I want you to watch it on stream.
Oh my god, imagine if we did a reaction video to Mushoku Tensei. That'd be crazy. Boy, not. I'm watching it right now. Picture in Picture, I assume. He needs to write. I used to write for a film theory. Finally, the episode ended. Let's see what the end credit scene is. Oh, we got some spoilers for Mushoku Tensei. Oh my god. Saturnius gave his thoughts on it, but I'm not going to read it out just in case. And he said there's no end credit scene. Okay. And then Miller said, "Why are you spoiling me?" I don't know what he's talking about, but I would never spoil Miller. Ari has not read Berserk Lamau. What do you think about that? Do you think I've actually read Berserk, Kyle?
No, Miller just does this thing. If you don't remember every single thing about something, he always says that you didn't even read Lamau.
Like, what is the evidence that I've read it? Like, I've never really said much about the manga, honestly. Like, I all these facts I'm saying about like the king having a name or whatever, that could all just be from your streams, right? Surely. Like, what have I ever made any insightful analysis or anything about Berserk? I just haven't. It's only Golden Age stuff, but that's because I've watched the.
You've definitely
movie,
referenced future stuff when you were talking about the movies and stuff. This isn't a fun.
Yeah, that's because I've seen
exercise
you
in
talk about it.
Alito. Oh, well, I have no retort for that. I'm very succinct in communicating all my ideas, and you would just pick them all up very easily. I am just that smart.
All right, well, that'd be good. Miller says, doesn't remember anything and says he likes it more than AOT. Did I say I like it more than AOT?
Remembers the feeling.
I think I said it's objectively the greatest story ever told and is way better than Attack on Titan. And also I like it more than Attack on Titan, obviously, because it's better. All right.
Because Attack on Titan fell off in the last arc.
I think it fell off after the first arc. Everything after that first arc is bad.
True! That's why I'm going to make that video about the heart.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, go watch Mushoku Tensei, Kyle. I'm gonna go watch it too.
No.
Yep. All right.
Oh, that was the stream ending. I thought you hung up on me.
No. The stream's not done yet. All right. See you later, guys.